Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. This is the Coach's Desk. I'm your host, Coach Minzy, and we are here to have a pre-game show talk. Of course, we have a crucial game coming up tomorrow, as some people will say. Some will say it's not a crucial game because all our hopes have been dashed. Nevertheless, we will be talking about this game. We'll be expecting your calls. Big up to the persons on Facebook. Welcome to the show again. I trust that you'd have had a very good day, right? Now, remember the golden rule, people, that you like up the stream. Like up the stream. Yes, we need you to like up the stream. That's a way of showing us your support. A matter of fact, that is another way to show that you have been sanitized when you enter the Coach's Desk arena. Welcome to the early birds. Big up to the silent deskers. And here we go for another wonderful show. Of course, this show is brought to you by Richos Roots Drink, Richos Sorrel Roots Drink, and definitely it will give you your Jamaican experience. So, before we go any further in any discussion about the Costa Rica Jamaica game, we will be we'll be going through the advert for this video, which is the Richos. We will be right back.
Richos Roots Drink works for menstrual cramps and pain, migraines, fatigue, stress and tiredness, sinusitis, builds immune defense, bloating, enhances male bedroom prowess, and Richos Sorrel Roots Drink works against all types of cancers and tumors, memory loss, high cholesterol, insomnia, nervous issues, flu, and many other illnesses. For your Richos Roots Drink and Richos Sorrel Roots Drink, contact us now via WhatsApp at 876-528-9534. Richos Roots Drink and Richos Sorrel Roots Drink. Richos, a true Jamaican experience.
So there you go, a true Jamaican experience. Again, we'll be talking about the game. A lot of people would have their predictions that Jamaica won't be, beating this Costa Rica team. But let's see if the boys can pull this one off. If they actually pull this one off, will it be a case where the campaign is right back on course? Because this Costa Rica team is right in the mix, Is right in the mix. And I don't think that they would want to give it away at this juncture. Yeah? I don't think so. So, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward for this game. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, as I said before, we'll be looking on the head-to-head that these teams have had in football, and the history span way back. Welcome again. Please like up the stream, people. Welcome to one and all. We're looking forward to a good show, like I said before. All right, so let me try and share this screen, show you what's happening. And remember, people, this video is brought to you by Richos Roots Drink, Richos Sour Roots Drink, and it is certainly a Jamaican experience. Alrighty. All right, here we go on this video. So Costa Rica national team versus Jamaica. That's the record that we'll be looking on. There it is on screen. All right, so I want to go through this real quick, and just remember, people, that you are free to give us a call in, and those who are listening, yeah, man, you know, some people are of the view formula that still in with a chance. I don't believe that, but you know. All right, so before we get into the comments and get the ball rolling, this span back all the way to 1963, right? So games won 14, games drawn 12, games lost 5. That's a head-to-head record of Costa Rica against other teams. So let me see the World Cup. Costa Rica 7-0 over Jamaica. They draw 1-1. Costa Rica 3-0. Costa Rica 3-1. Just checking out the World Cup, you know. Costa Rica 3-1. Costa Rica 2-1. Jamaica won in, and that's the 2000. Hold on, let me see the 98 campaign. They won 3-1. Hold on. Right, and they lost 1-0 to Jamaica. So that's the 98 campaign. 2001, Costa Rica beat us 2-1. And they beat us 1-0. All right. Moving down to 2013 for 2014, it was a 1-1 stalemate. And also Costa Rica beating us 2-0. 2016, it was a 1-1 draw. Costa Rica beating us 3-0. And in this 2021, for the 2022 World Cup, Costa Rica, Jamaica 1-1. And tomorrow, we'll definitely see. So based on from what I'm seeing, gentle people, only one win would have gotten in World Cup qualifiers, and that was in the 98 campaign, from what we saw just now. So it's going to be a uphill task for us, no doubt about it. Do we have the mental capacity to go in this game knowing where we stand and put up some resistance against the Costa Rica team? Costa Rica, they are in a better position than us, and they are definitely interested in getting some valuable points from Jamaica. A matter of fact, they believe that they can get valuable points because, of course, everybody knows that the Reggae Boyz have not had a wonderful home record. You know what I mean? So definitely they are going to come to Jamaica prepared in their mind, knowing that they can get 3 points, maximum points from the Reggae Boyz. You know what I mean? So, all the stops are against us, right? All the stops are against us, and it doesn't look wonderful. As I said in the pregame against was it Panama? Yes, it was Panama. I do believe that it has to be on the players. We have had some bad decisions, but I mean, I don't know. I certainly don't know. Will we come out? There's not going to be any fans. Will we come out, play a game behind closed doors, and put in a resistance? I'd love to see that. Some persons are saying that the team has played better. Some people are saying the team look better. Some are saying that there has not been any improvement. Ethan Pinnock spoke about chemistry, spoke about quality, personnel to finish off the game. Is he talking facts? Well, it is what it is right now, because if we had had all these things, would have been in a better position. So it is what it is at this moment. Do we get over this hurdle and bring the campaign back on track? I don't know if it's a real track or a running track, but trust me. Or or it's a horse race track. But I mean, this is a precarious position that we're in, and certainly, it's gonna be tough. People, just remember that you can give us a call. The phone line is up and ready. You can dial that number 1-876 474 3538, and we definitely will hear your voice and what you have to say on this pregame show. Yeah, it's very difficult one. The records again are against us. So in every game that we play, the record is against us, and we have to pull out all the stops in order to defy those records. Normally, records are stay very long in football, 20 odd years, 30 odd years, 40 odd years. So it's not that easily broken. It's not. It's not that easily broken. So again, are we in a predicament? Well, I would say so. It's like it's in shambles. It is in shutters. This probably be just an academic interest game. Is it the last time we're going to be seeing the UK-based players? Is it? I don't know. But the president did say that depending on the outcome of this round, then it's gonna be difficult. 2 games up all, 2 loss. What say you? Remember, people, you're the same ones who say or said that whatever the outcome of this campaign, you just wanted a new coach. And you will not judge the coach whether we qualify, yes or no. But somewhere along the line, I'm seeing where the narrative is kind of shifting. That goes to show that football is a very serious game. And Man, them take them game very serious. So don't believe whether you're a pro license, A license, B license, C license, don't come to Jamaica and not give us results. Because the same people that will rate you highly, the same folks that will tell you that you got to go. You understand? So, I don't know what are your thoughts, but let me go over in the comment section and hear what some folks are saying. It should be pretty interesting in the comment section. I'm gearing up for that. But before I go in the comment section, well, I won't be able to see them. West Factor, big up yourself. Fresh God, the comment moderator, and the capo. Big up yourself, Fresh. Welcome to the show. Clinical, big up yourself. Welcome. Christopher Carr, welcome. Woke them, welcome. J Ross, big up, man. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in, people. All right, J Ross, thanks for reminding the folks that. Burrell done. Sean, what Burrell done? A long time we just seen a Burrell done, but we're glad to say, all right. We're glad to say we actually get some comments from this, from the name Burrell done, because it's been a while. Hope everything is good, Burrell done. Glad to see you, know. And big up yourself. Formula Sports, big up yourself. Where's the formula? Stop it. You mean stop the stream? I know what you mean, formula. I'm just talking what folks are saying out there, you know. You know the thing already. I believe it's over. Too far gone. 7, 19, 18, 17. Boy, Panama would have had to break like a bottle, shatter, in order to not gain 19 points at least. Because if we are supposed to pass them, we have to get 19 points. And they're on 17 now. 2 loss, 3 loss, and a draw. I don't see that happening. Yeah, Fresh, it's over. Let me see. Jamaica LOL, what's up, man? Big up yourself and welcome. Coach, big up. I just passed the stadium. The lights are on. Them getting ready for the game tomorrow. Yeah, man. Yep. No, man, nothing shaky about around here, Fresh God. Oh, you mean it a move shaky? You're not hearing, you're not seeing, I'm not moving? I don't know. What say you? I'm good from this end. Well, tell me what is happening. Fear spot. Good night, coach. What you say? We bring Costa Rica to Fear spot. You know you love trouble the youth though. But that's how the thing set, you know. So the thing set. Champ deck. It's been over. Once it's the same people at JFF and the 13 parish presidents running our program, we never stood a chance. All right, champ deck. Big up yourself. Kyle, Ultras never give up, coach. I thought you were an Ultra. I never professed to be an Ultra. But I say, whatever the result is, I'm a Reggae Boyz supporter until the final game. I never professed to be an Ultra. I'll make my own name. Grammar Zone, we will beat them tomorrow 3-1. I see us improving every game and we finally scoring goals now. All right, Grammar Zone. Coach, weak him give up. I know weak. Sometimes I have to look on the reality, you know. What can happen from here, LOL? Hey, Grammar Zone, a lot of people coming. Where is Peso? Travis Peso. More you coming here, you know. Every game Travis predict will lose. A lot of people come in here and predict games, and we lose those games. Owen, big up yourself. Chevon Peart, big up. It's like we have been beaten sticks. Of course, we turn beaten stick. Those Honduras are save us our blushes. Jamaica team is the youngest team that just put together to all the teams that are playing in the World Cup. Check it out, coach. Canada have the longest team together. Lulu, big up yourself. Tevin Campbell, if Jamaica in the next two games, Panama will under pressure. Man City, the odds is always against us. Always against us, and we don't know how to get ourselves out of the earth. Jamaica lacked cohesiveness from the start. The team not possessing the ball, the players not around each other to link up properly. I don't think we need to let the players go. All right. J said check. Big up yourself. Pimp the 478. They're just good individuals, not a team. Yeah, the team need more time. If Jamaica win the next two games, Panama will be under pressure. I don't see that happening. Man, them ready to call Peanut Dread for Paul Hall. Stephen Ellis, Jamaica 3, Costa Rica 1. I'm tired for hear the scoreline, and then when we got the match, different scenario. Lennon Henry, Blessings King. Paul Hall is an assistant coach, not ready to take on big job. All right. Listening from work. Bless up yourself. Mark Plunkett, big up yourself, man. I don't know a thing. Michael Woodburn, we winning it. All right. Up coach. Come on, ass in the building. We say, come on, ass now in there. Herbie. Costa Rica is coming here to bag 3 points. That's what I'm saying. It is not the coach. It is not the coach is the problem. All right, WD Wizard. Big up coach. Costa Rica 2, Jamaica 1. All right, let us see what's happening here. Carla, good night. You're live on the coach's desk.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach you guys from about 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Just to put in my 2 cents in regards to the Jamaica football situation. And
by the way, where you're calling from and what's the name?
New York.
All right, you're calling from New York, and your name is?
Yeah, Marshall.
All right, Marshall. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I have some knowledge in regards to the football. I studied it. I used to coach, and even before Jamaica lost their last game, I realized that the team couldn't make it, and one of the reasons is that since Jamaica went to World Cup in '98, the program there was no program, and what JFF has done is every 2 or 4 years they sort of go around the world and find some guys who have some connection to Jamaica, and they bring them together and invite them and play. And you can use pickup teams to play World Cup.
But
it's not corner league or something like that.
But Carla, we have seen but national teams are normally pickup teams.
No, man. When I say pickup teams, what I mean you have our teams basically made of overseas players, right? And you have overseas players who are playing in like 3rd division or 2nd division in England and other countries. So if you get those players and you bring them together in short time, there is no way those players are going to gel in order to play and compete against teams who are playing together. So that's part of the problem. There is no program, no development program to say the players are playing through like a youth system, under 23 national level. So because there's no set system. Jamaica don't have any set system of play or any style of play. So when you bring in new players, each player is coming from their different clubs with their own identity, and they don't have the time to gel and form their own style of play.
Mm-hmm. But there are
So
more
that's a big
locally born players in the team than the overseas, the UK based players.
yes, but even so, they are not playing together as a team consistently.
Yeah, man, I understand, but like I said, all national teams are pickup teams. The fact is that most people would have settled with their pickup team, and we have not
Or,
settled with
or, or,
ours.
or you mean most national team are a pickup team?
Most national teams have players playing all over the world, and they select the players from all over the world.
No,
The
I'm not
fact I'm
saying.
making, the point that I'm making is that most of those teams would have what you call continuity. So they keep those players. They might remove somebody that is not in form and bring in a one or two player to replace persons who might be injured and all of these things. But the core set of players are always there. We have a core,
Yeah,
but most times we are even giving persons debut in critical games. So we don't have any
yeah,
continuity.
but you see, over the years, what happened to Jamaica? When I say pickup team, I mean you have somebody who's playing in Europe, and they have no affiliation to Jamaica except their grandmother or their uncle or some distant relatives. By that way, they're connected to Jamaica. So when they come, right, they don't even know the national anthem to sing. Right, it starts right there before they go on the field. So that passion and that pride for the country is not there. If
I
you have
don't,
Brazil,
caller. I may I disagree with you, or I must disagree with you. Passion and pride is not there because they don't know the national anthem.
I'm saying they don't know if you're going to play and you stand up there and sing that anthem, that gives you some vibes to go out there and play more than you just come there. You don't have any connection to the country, none at all.
Um,
More
um,
than you say some distance relative, right?
how many
So that's
people in
just one thing.
Jamaica? How many people in Jamaica who live in here, born in Jamaica, that doesn't know the national anthem? I believe
Uh,
it is greater than the national anthem, caller, because the fact of the matter is, if you have the players as a cohesive unit, and you are saying that the pickup players, but if you have them over a period of time and they are playing well and still don't know the national anthem, would you use the national anthem as an issue?
no,
Right. So you
no,
can't use it.
don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying when you bring players from different background who are not, they're not really Jamaicans, right? So that's just one part of the problem. The next part of the problem is that in
By the
Jamaica,
way,
right?
hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. You are living in New York, you say, right?
Yeah,
So you are no longer a Jamaican.
all right. The point I'm
No, man.
making, the
More you
point I'm
answer a
making.
question, man, before you make the point. Answer the
Of course, I
question.
was Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica and raised in Jamaica. I came here when I was a grown man.
Okay.
Some of these guys, what I'm saying, and you, whether you are admit it or not, is another thing. They're playing, they're representing the country because there are some distant relative of some Jamaicans. There are some Jamaican ancestry. So that's one point. Is not the Jamaica don't breed their own players. If you look at track and field, right? Track and field, we do well in track and field, we do well in boxing, we do well in all other sports, right? That we play as much as football. And you might say, well, in track and field, you might say in track and field it's different because it's an individual sport. But then again, you can find one Jamaican footballer who you can mention the name outside of Jamaica and people will recognize them. So part of the problem is that it's a cultural thing too. We don't know football as much as we think we know football. We have not one footballer who you can go and mention and somebody say I recognize that name. None.
All right, let me ask you a question, Carla. Are you saying that only local players should play on the team?
No, I'm not saying only local players.
But you're
should play on the
flip-flopping
team.
then, Carla, because you're saying that they are
No.
not Jamaican, they don't know the national anthem, and they are not Jamaican, they're just linked to heritage and all of these things. But yet still you don't have a problem with them playing. So I don't get the point that you're making.
All right. The point I'm making is that right, one, we're using pickup teams. We don't have a core set of players who can draw from. There is no development, right? In order for you to do good, these guys were playing schoolboy football, Manning Cup and Costa Cup. They leave Manning Cup and Costa Cup and they go play Premier League, right? And some of these kids, they have talent. That's one of the things. Every coach who come to Jamaica to coach, everybody who come from back in the days when George Penner was in Jamaica, everybody come and they recognize that Jamaica have talent. But how we harness that talent is another thing. We have never get to harness that talent except that one time when Simois came.
Yeah, the talent was harnessed then, but what happened after that?
Because there is no JFF. This is a multi-layer problem. It's not just one thing you can put your finger on it, or you gonna have a silver bullet and just pull one string and everything fixed. JFF is part of the problem. The culture, Jamaican culture, is part of the problem also, where you have a youth and as him can kick 2 ball and bust 2 salad, everybody say I'm a big baller and still in lack the technical ability when you really put him on the examination.
But Carla, you made mention. Hold on, you made mention of the 98 campaign, and a lot of persons always use the 98 campaign as a point of reference. But the fact is that we were in a predicament with the talent that we had here that was harnessed, right? And a few persons were recruited. A few persons were linked by their grandparents or whoever. And those were the persons who actually helped the harness players and the team to qualify for the World Cup.
Yes.
So we have to be fair, brethren. We cannot talk like that. I agree with you that the team lacks cohesiveness. Too many persons making their debut in critical games. I would agree with you on that. The local players, of course, I would agree with you that they need a lot more development. Hence the reason the JFF is actually educating the coaches right now. They're doing a lot of coaches education around the island to ensure that the coaches have the basic requisite to impart the knowledge to get the players to international standard, because that is one of the issues. A lot of our local players, local born players, are not equipped for the global world that we're in.
And why you think is that?
Because
what are the main reasons? They are different.
Because the coaches are not equipped, in my opinion. The coaches are not equipped. And that's what is happening now. The JFF is doing what they are doing to equip the coaches, to get more coaches up to standard, up to scratch. You understand?
Yeah, but even when you say get up to scratch, you're talking about to certification, right? Right?
Aren't you certified as a coach?
Yeah. So no, but I'm saying no. We're trying to just share opinion, and thing. I'm not like it's not an argument where
On
on
it's a constructive
you
argument, man. It's a constructive argument.
yeah. So
Argument doesn't
so
only mean that we are quarreling, you know.
no man. So
Okay, okay.
that yeah. When I say argument, I mean discussion.
Right.
So what I'm saying, when you say get the coaches up to scratch also, you're talking by way of certification, right? So they can do their level one or level two or level three or whatever level they have. They go on and get the certification,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they get the certification and when they go out there to impart that knowledge, it's a different thing. I and I can tell you this.
I'm giving you
I
another minute,
push
caller,
back.
because we have other persons to waiting in line to let their
Yeah,
voice be heard. So I'm giving another minute.
yeah. So let me just wrap up.
Yes.
Put it in a nutshell. In my opinion, what I think it's the problem is a multi-layer problem where you have GFF not with enough vision. There's no development program. Part of it is the culture where too many people in Jamaica um, think they know about football and they don't really know. And they treat the players, the young players, and put them on a pedestal too soon. And those players lack the ability and the basic prerequisite to really build on what they have and take it to the national level where they can be competitive,
All right.
right? And the Jamaica not let me just make this last point. Jamaica football is not going to go anywhere until they have a good academic academy where they build up the players, they harness that young talent
Mm-hmm.
and bring them through the academy, and they can guide them from the under 16, from the youth level to the under 23 to the national senior team.
All
If
right.
they're not going to do that, they're going to continue doing what they're doing, and the football will continue to fail.
All right, Marshall.
And that's my last word.
All right, Marshall.
All right.
Yeah, man. You should call back so we can have more conversation with you about this. All right. So big up yourself, and thanks for
All right,
your
pause.
point. Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Let me see what has been happening. Yeah, brain drain. My panelist in a driving chase, easy, My brain drain, I tell you, you deserve another award. People, you see the concept and the mindset of some people. Mm, I'm going to do a video on that argument and try to debate myself to look on both sides of the coin, because there might be arguments on both sides of the coin, but will those arguments be strong enough to stand on their own? All right, so I'm seeing where somebody else was calling. Let me see if I could get back that individual. All right. All right, this caller is not ready. We're also gonna look at. We also will be looking at a possible starting 11. Yes, we'll be looking at that as well. All right, so the line is open again, people. We're trying to keep the they call at possible 5 minutes. So when you call, you just try and make your point in that time. Ignite Stories said, Dwight Spencer said, we glorify schoolboy football over the JPL or professional football. That is true. That is true. But it's the product, how it is marketed. That's the next thing. Allied Parks and the People's Band was on the phone. Easy though. Weird, my brother. Big of yourself, man. Welcome. Dwight Spence the easy, Lego Aquasa Chung. Yeah, so Aquasa Chung has signed for a club. Is it in Denmark? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Our team should be based on our best 15 players locally, and the rest comes from overseas. All right, Shane Stewart. Fresh God, what the caller failed to see is that the local players made the most mistakes in the qualifier that cost us. Interesting. Dwight Spence, it's because of the Old Boys network as well. Yeah, the Old Boy really market the thing, You could always wish a cow could fly. With all the years of Jamaica. Listen, me I gonna do a video on that something, because people talking about the team has not been together. And when you look at it, a lot of these players have been together or on the team, for quite some time, 20 as far back as 2016. The Taxi, the Blake, the Low, the Watson, the Alvas. Some new blood was injected, the Walker, the Peter Lee Vassell. They have been around. And they are some of the same players that are around. So I can't understand. We added to the forward line. We were saying for a long. We have always been saying we need a CDM and we need right backs. And they add a few more pieces to the defense, the defensive unit. And people tend to talk about players being, not there's no continuity. You pick a player, you see a player play in Mexico, or a few players play in Mexico. The next round, you don't see them. Then our next set of player, so who is to be blamed for that? Who is to be blamed for that? Who? Getting a call. Caller, good night. Just identify yourself. You're live.
Blessed night, coach. Wayne about.
Huh?
Wayne.
Wayne, okay. Go ahead, Wayne.
Yeah, man. I'm saying that the entire program is in shambles, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We need a overall from the top. Even if we get a new coach, we need to change a JFF. You understand? Because the entire thing is in shambles. And we can see that because from the last 2 years, every game we have additional players, 3, 4, 5, 6 players coming in. A few of the players who came in before. If you should check up the amount of players play for Jamaica over the last 2 years, I'm sure we're going to reach about 60 by now. You understand? And some just come play 1 game, some play 2 games, some you don't see them back, some good, some average. You understand? Mm-hmm. And we don't have enough practice game to look at the players. And I would have blame Rudolph Speed, the technical director, for this.
He's not the technical director.
We see. Who is the technical?
What's his name again? Wendell Downswell is the technical director.
Oh, Mr. Downswell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would have blamed both because once they are part of the technical committee or technical director, they should see this problem and try to fix this problem. You understand? Because what happened is that we saw the Gold Cup team from 2017, and that team had looked promising. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And we know that the team needed additional players because some players were not up to par and some players fell out. But even and then we don't the JFF, they don't have the guts to tell a West Ham, to tell a Derby County, to tell a Fulham that we need a Hector or we need a Bobby Reed for certain practice match. We need Antonio for certain practice match. So if you realize that some players who got their passport from maybe a year on only started playing during World Cup qualifying, and that disturb our chemistry. Hence, we look the worst team in CONCACAF now, while we have one of the better teams on papers.
Football no
So
play
I
on
believe that
paper.
I know. So I'm saying JFF they need to do something about JFF, man. Mr. Ricketts is not a footballer in no shape nor form. We're not saying a man need to be a pass footballer in order to get it right at the administrative level because he's mostly doing administrative duties. When you look at Whitmore, that is the biggest disappointment in terms of Whitmore did not know Antonio or did not speak to Antonio and a few of the players until he came back from Mexico and saw them the day before Panama, and they forced his hand to put on about 9 of these UK based players. That is a big, we call it now, embarrassment. It's a big embarrassment that the coach don't know the players who have been recruited. I am sure that he must have heard that Antonio would be here and so forth. But he should have gone to England and him and Pollard link up these players instead of Pollard alone talking to these players. And when Whitmore come now, especially Whitmore, he's not a fluent English speaker. He can't even give them instruction. You understand? It's a big disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
And then JFF again, when they should have fired Whitmore from the first 3 and 4 matches, they wait until the 8th match. And after the 8th match, no Paul. I believe Paul, if Whitmore went, Paul should have gone with Whitmore because Paul had the opportunity to make some input while he was there with Whitmore. So no way Paul should have still be here and Whitmore gone. No way. And no, and then the team was on a 4-game unbeaten run. And after a 4-game unbeaten run, you choose at that time to change the coach. No man, that is madness, man. Coach, what's your say?
What's
You
my
don't see
say?
that as madness. I know you might just
That is
support
debate.
it, and you might not.
That is debatable, caller. That is very debatable. So
Which part is debatable?
firing the coach at that point or not firing him, it's really a matter of personal choice. Because when you say we're on an unbeaten run, it could also be a situation. Yes, you're on an unbeaten run, but say you're on 4 draws. That's not points on the board for a three match window. Yeah.
Yes, but we see where the team had looked promising. We see where we should have beaten Costa Rica. You understand?
But every game
We
will
see
look
where we
promising,
were.
All right, even in this round, we look promising. But promise is not gonna take us. Promises are comfort to a
No
fool.
man, no. We can't look promising with Mexico when we park bus and only have 27% of the game. Trust me, if we should take a man cup.
Boss man, we were leading with 10 men against Mexico.
Yes,
So wasn't that promising?
leading. No, that is just false hope. We weren't playing nothing at all. That was just false hope.
From the
We weren't
campaign
playing
start,
anything.
from Gold Cup, we weren't playing nothing. And when we spoke about it, some people were saying that we're too negative. The team win now. We still find something negative to say. Yada yada yada. Ours dead cow fat.
So,
And
yes, we have
it's
not.
not like Jamaica does a CONCACAF beater, and then we came into CONCACAF and flop. We weren't a giant in CONCACAF.
No, I'm not saying we were a giant from before, I am saying the squad I'm talking about since World Cup qualifiers started. We the first set of games we were all over the place. Then we see where we started to get it right. You understand? And what is getting it right? Remember Paul Hall, his first press conference, he said that he didn't want to get beaten. Remember, he didn't say he wanted to win, Going into Mexico game, that was his plan, not to get beaten.
Of course.
You understand?
So
And I'm saying he didn't do a good job at that.
He didn't do a good
So
job.
I'm saying Whitmore did a good job not being beaten for the last 4 games than what Paul Hall did for these last 2 games.
So let me ask you a question. Well, let me ask you a question that has popped up. Somebody with a super chat. Jason, big up yourself. He wants to ask you, if Tapa draw all 14 games, would you be satisfied?
No, we can't be satisfied because we can't go to the World Cup with that.
Okay.
But he already have a winner underneath his belt, and we see where this team was coming together. We see where we had USA. No man, we see where we had USA on the back foot. That was a wonderful match at the National Stadium. Nobody can debate on that. We had USA for the killing, and we in fact beat them. So after we beat USA, you understand?
We did not beat them, Carla. We did not beat them.
They stole a goal from us.
Yeah,
coach.
But the fact of the matter is there wasn't any VAR. So we didn't have any. We're not an excuse. We weren't given 3 points.
All right. We never beat them. All right. Let's be saying we never beat them. But weren't they on the back foot? Weren't Jamaica attacking promisingly and making a lot of threats? Did that Jamaican team in the USA match look like how they look in the Mexico match? Look like how we look in the Panama second half match? No way. We can go back to the Honduras game where we see some chemistry. Gray cut inside late off to Fisher. That's what I'm saying. I'm not seeing that with Paul Hall. I'm seeing more individual brilliance. You understand? And Bobby Reed continue to play, and Bobby Reed should be in the league with Alvas Powell, getting the same cussing like Alvas. He should be getting the same cussing like Fisher. So the biasness.
The people beat Bobby Reed, man.
The biasness.
No, sir.
Ravel Morrison.
Sir,
Ravel Morrison.
But Carla,
Ravel have not gotten any beaten.
Of course.
Ravel have not gotten any beaten, and Ravel have been praised. Lord Ravel, and I'm watching him from him went to Asia, from him went to Japan, and I have not seen nothing lardish about Ravel. All I have seen is a lazy man on the field. A lazy man who don't want to engage. Even like Walker going and Walker begging for the ball, balling for the ball. All Ravel doing is hiding from the ball. You understand? We cannot be biased, coach, and that's what we want. Any call, we can lick out against no foreign-based players. Antonio, them a big baller. Yes, I had my doubts. Remember, I was the one who called you guys, all of the bloggers who were on the panel after the Panama game, and maybe to not bad about Ravel, maybe to not bad about Antonio, that although they were good in their clubs, they were not ready for international ball game. And Antonio stepped up and he proved himself. I mean, he back my word. You understand? DJ, we knew what DJ could do from before. So I never have a problem with DJ. You understand? But the bloggers have a responsibility to keep a balance and not have the local against international. And why you going to have
hold on, Carla, hold on. So are you saying? I want to get it straight. Are you saying are the persons like coaches this? Are the people them? Where divide the team? That's what they're saying?
I am not saying that, sir. I wouldn't go to that extent
All
because
right.
some of the
Hold on, caller. You said
well,
that we were all over USA. 38%
yes, sir.
possession. US 62% possession. US
Hmm.
428 passes. Jamaica 269. Passing
And what
accuracy
was the shot?
63%. 76 for US. Shots on target US 9. Jamaica 6.
Hmm.
You want me to
Yes,
continue? So how is that Jamaica
no,
all over US? Come on,
but
caller. The
that is one
stats
of
is
the
here to prove,
listen.
man.
Yes, but that was one of the most promising match where we had a lot of shots,
But
and these shots, some of these shots were on target.
you're still talking about promise, caller. Promise is not getting us anywhere. It has not gotten us anywhere. US had
We
more
move on.
shots on target, had more shots on us than us. The 6 shots that you say that we had on in the entire game, only 2 shots were on target, caller. Same thing for the US.
Yes, because Bobby Reed missed the sit-up,
But you
and
just say
because
we
they
have
disallowed.
shots on target and we were doing well and all. From
So,
World Cup,
but
we're not
watching
playing well. We have been out-possessed by every single team that we play. And we have been
and I
saying that,
agree with
and
you.
people are saying that we grade hard, and with this and with that. Bobby Reed get it. People all say Bobby Reed from him have the COVID and him now
I'm not
play well
talking
for
about Bobby
Jamaica.
Reed.
Hold on, you
Biggest problem
mentioned.
is Ravel.
Hold on, man. You
My
mentioned.
biggest problem is Ravel. You have not
Hold
gotten
on.
beat.
Caller, you mentioned Bobby Reed, and me a talk about Bobby Reed. You say Bobby Reed
Go
now
ahead.
get no flogging. Bobby Reed get flogging. Many persons in these forums are saying that where Bobby Reed a go, we don't want Bobby Reed because he has not been playing
But Bobby
well.
Reed better than Ravel.
But you're not
Bobby
listening
Reed
to
has
me,
done more
caller.
in the color than Ravel.
Caller, you're not listening to me. We are talking about this campaign. People are saying that in these forums is that where is Bobby Reed going? Because he has been doing well for his club. But when him come to country, him now play well. People beat him. Ravel, in the last game against Mexico, he has gotten his fair share of beating. I kid you not. Anyways,
right.
caller, the line a buzz. So I'm gonna take our next call.
All right, big up.
Big up
No
yourself,
problem.
yeah, man.
Respect.
Caller, good night. You're live on the show.
Honestly, coach, good evening, man.
Good evening, sir. What's up? Wayne Evans.
Good night to you. Hey, coach, me not have nothing to say now. Just a call as me want to get off of the screen. Later, man.
All right, sir. All right. Caller, good night. You're live. Hey, hold on, caller. The man say him just call to get the man off of the line. Hey, Wayne Evans, easy,
Good night, Coach's Desk.
Good night, sir. Welcome to the show.
How are you doing? This is Dwight Spence. Same thing on the comment. How are you doing?
Dwight
Good night.
Spence. Yeah, man. What's up, man? Let us hear what you
big
say.
up, the boss. So, couple things with the Jamaica football. Let's be positive and look forward.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the issue, poor financial planning and budgeting. When we were flying over a third string goalkeeper and not flying in 2-3 players from Florida, that's a waste of $3,000 US or 2,500 British pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Complete waste. Going forward, our development. This U20 squad that's supposed to play in the summer,
mm-hmm.
they will form some of the core of the 2026 squad. Not the core, some, meaning 3 to 5 players. So players like Akwasa Chunk, Shamar Nicholson, Chris Pearson, as they go from being semi-pro footballs to being professionals,
Mm-hmm.
that is your base to build from. Another thing, I've traveled to the UK, I've traveled around the world, everything. In our UK-born players, I call them UK-based players because Daniel Johnson is born in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
They are 100% committed.
I believe that. Because once they take that, or they get the call up and they go on that plane, they didn't have to fly so many miles. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's very
Absolutely.
taxing on even their bodies to make that trip. So I agree with you. Go ahead.
Exactly. So that's another point. The key that has to be done, Jamaica needs to build a team. That means personalities, playing styles, players that are trophy winners and championship winners, which will build a winning culture. Those sort of players you need to look for.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Players that will bring the team together.
But hold on, Dwight. Hold on, Dwight. You're
Yes.
talking overseas or you're talking locally? Because remember, you have some
I'm
local
talking the complete.
complete.
Right. I'm talking the complete squad.
Right, but most
when you evaluate a play,
but most of the players from overseas, how many of them would have tasted any sort of championship medal winning? So you have to be careful when you go that route, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
And it's not. We won't find a squad with 10, 15 championship winners. It's just the two or three, right? That you need, and you build a culture, right? Because they know a winning locker room or a winning dressing room. The other point that's key, and Jamaica has been failing at this throughout the campaign: call players when they are on form. The national team should not be a rehab project for you to get back on form.
That's true.
Call players when you are on form. We went to Austria and flew 10 players from the JPL through the US to Austria. Guarantee you that was a $1,500 US dollars per ticket to go play one match in Austria. You could have put man from England on a train for £300 and they could have been in Austria. You just waste $50,000-$60,000. Call players when they're on form. Love Kevin Stewart. He had his passport for a year. He had his passport. There is no point flying Kevin Stewart over for these matches right now. If he couldn't come for the Peru friendly, tell Kevin, we don't need you right now. Okay?
So it was best. It was best if they had gone for Anthony Grant to return.
Thank you. And there might have been mitigating circumstances with Grant that made that difficult.
Right.
Right.
So you have to take those issues into consideration.
The other thing is some pre-planning. The JFF with their international planning, it is horrible. Watch. So we play this game in Costa Rica. Remember this. Watch when we go to travel to Canada, how many players don't have the right COVID vaccine? How many players don't have the right COVID test? How many players do this? And we're going to Canada. Holy but Jamaica did it.
Yeah, because Canada might turn back some players.
Thank you.
Yeah. Canada might turn back some players who might not have the vaccination that they need to enter their country. All right, look at the caller that get knocked off. Caller, good night. You're live.
Good night. Forward to this.
Yes, man.
Hold on, I'm live now.
Yes, man, you're live. Once a call,
all right. I just like to say that you did before that you did a good job at the last game. Let me see how you interview persons, the different player them. All right. Me just from pursuing to what one father earlier had said. Them say, I don't know if you heard about an interview that Simon Preston did with Kemar Tatsilines, that he said how no man Whitmore started to get things right and then go remove him. You may have noticed that for the first 2 or 3 matches, we did lose them, but over time we started to draw, and then the USA won. USA match, as I heard Frankie say before, that we won it. He used the term that we won it, but due to VAR, them disallow 1 goal. So now the reason why the last two matches lose under Paul Hall, by the time I use one new system, so it's like then start over from the top. When I should realize that so many persons seeing that they should not have removed Whitmore, because if Whitmore had stayed, even though he had started to get things right, we most likely would have been doing much better.
So would I get a draw in or a win against Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember him, he was there already. Him support with more experience or something. Him the leading the match against Mexico. So he would know how Mexico to do already. But she Paul had I use one different thing. So then start from the top, and I try start get used to it now. So seeing to where we go back to a lot of base players, we expect in a next window. So I just have to look to Nation League and other stuff.
Okay.
That.
All right.
All right. You are going to be at the stadium tomorrow?
Should. Depends on how I feel, you know.
If you are attending the Tataratta, I'm going to ask you to do the following, because this is a tip to them now. If you go see the president of my authority, see if we can ask him to say that he can confirm for you that if you can meet with management and Tataratta, that he can confirm that next week Tuesday we have one meeting with each other or confirm one specific date. Because you know how the JFF not trustworthy corrupt, so him not keep none of him word. So we need for act make accent to them.
No, hold on, Carla, hold on. You see that meeting that was supposed to happen, it has nothing. Why the meeting has not happened as yet? It has nothing to do with the president. So let me make that clear. So I don't want you to be casting those names on the show right now, because that's not the case.
Oh, all right. So whenever one can do it, I hope things sort out for you. But we just have to ask that to see if the Reggae Boyz, and as we see look to 2026, we see them increase it to 6. But we wonder if we realize I really this World Cup something I really supporting European countries, because the majority of the amount of countries were getting a World Cup from Europe, that 13 countries qualify for Europe. Only 5 from Africa, 4 from South America, 4 in Asia, and only 3 over here. And it appears that the majority of them are from North. So I don't know if this really now interest. But anyway, me dey hear one last thing. Me dey hear, I don't know if you did check it out yet from what me dey post before. If you go on Google and use the GIS link, this is something called the Caribbean Africa Cup, where the Minister of Sports had announced in 2019 to be held as an annual event with African countries. So as Tatarak saying, you see Minister there, or if you see my authorities, me have asked you for bounce set up him to see if they can get this running, so this could become our own World Cup, where we here in the Caribbean go play with other countries, and disabilities. This would have been about either 68 to 85 hours, and this will be our own private World Cup. If it come under FIFA, then it will help us that, but this will be better than us. We have a much better chance of getting into this. But we ask that to save the boys, send them victorious, happy, and glorious, and hopefully one good the results as they improve from the last 2 games come true for tomorrow.
All right. Cool. All right.
And good.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. All right. All right, this is your next call coming in. Caller, good night. You're live on the show.
Good night, Coach Manzi. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good. This
Where you calling
called
from?
in the show before.
Huh?
DC.
Oh, you're calling
DC.
from. Oh, you're calling from DC?
Yes.
And your name is?
Malik.
Oh, Malik. Okay, Malik. Big up yourself, man. What say you?
Big up yourself too. So I would say, one thing that I think about Jamaica football that needs to improve, like one that caller said before, is the finance. And one way to get the finance, Jamaica Football Federation might need to try to expand the Jamaican league by like getting it on TV or TV stations or across the world instead of just in Jamaica, because if they could get it on other TV stations across the world, that would bring them more money into the federation. Because how the president is saying he don't have, Jamaica not gonna have probably not too much money to bring back the players for the remainder of this campaign, and who knows what's gonna happen in 26. So that would be one thing to like give the federation more money.
Okay.
And then another thing, another way they could do that is by getting the federation into the FIFA video game. That's two ways right there of them being able to bring in finances and big up they football federation and to support the Reggae Boyz so we could make it to more World Cup and stop, being a laugh and stop how we have all these good quality players and we look like a bunch of kids just going out there for the first time ever.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's all I really called to say though.
All right. Big up yourself, Malik. And big up the whole DC.
All right, you too.
All right, cool.
All right.
People hearing the background music. Why fresh got I don't know, I don't know. Tell you, you see that post that was made? It got stir up some multiple things, And it's also based on how persons interpret it, Yeah, man, I saw it thing said, man. Hold on. People, the phone line, what me, The phone line is open. Just I check my phone, people. I check if any, Come I always I get info, All right, man. All right. Here's a text coming in from someone. We need to develop the local players. And also the JFF wasn't serious about this campaign. You believe that? You believe that, people? Somehow we can't see the comments them properly, Sean Bless, big up yourself. Man calling from UK.
Yeah, man. Good night, coach. Bless up.
Man, bless it,
Respect to you and all the ones them in the comment and stuff. Sit down here and read and stuff. And the caller, some of the caller them are calling. We as Jamaican,
John, hey, sorry about that, Sean. You have to call back. When persons are calling directly, it have the WhatsApp call as them. Caller, good night. You're live on the show.
Yeah, good night.
Turn down what you're listening, caller.
Okay, are you with me? I listen to you.
Yeah, listen to me, but we don't want to hear the feedback. Turn it down, man. We still hear feedback.
Yeah, well, I'm the coaches. Good now?
Yeah, man. It sounds like it. You turn it down or turn it off.
Yeah, man,
go ahead.
Turn it. Yeah, man. I want to give thanks.
By the way, tell us where you're calling from and your name.
I'm calling from Stuart Town. I'm in Oliver.
Stuart Town. Good place. Which one? The one I sent me?
Right.
Okay. My place that thing, but go ahead.
For real?
Yeah, man. I have connection to that place there.
Okay. Good. You know, you see, them say common sense is not common, Not really true.
Yeah.
I just say basic, I mash up the federation, Basic. We don't go to school. You count from 1 to 10. You say 1, you say 2, you say 3, don't.
Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes you count by 2 still, and by 5 and by 10.
Well, we need to ask them the pastor them account. You see me I say?
Mm-hmm.
Because I fall in love with football from Simos come to Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
When Simos come to Jamaica, then him say I bring the Brazil philosophy here. Many people thought he was talking about like he might bring something like a lot of papers and a lot of things were either way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the knowledge he bring here we have in our head. And a lot of us were surprised, even me too. Okay? When he came, he actually showed us the way forward, like the manual, and we forget it. Now, this thing is like you have in a family, coaches decks. You have to make sure your children are properly trained from home, right? Before them go abroad. We have to develop our players, coaches decks. We can't do it no better. We have to develop our players, coaches decks. We can't depend on abroad. That is more like, I can't even explain, because that means a common sense or common. You have to develop your players them at home. And then if you fall short in a 1 or 2 position, you get them overseas. You cannot go and get a full team overseas. I'm not saying that them are doing but to me, I look on because them are neglect the development. We have to develop our players in Jamaica by the hook or the crook.
Mm-hmm.
And we can sell them, we can market them. They are our stars, they are our brothers and somebody we can touch. And if you have a brother play for the national team and you have a brother, you go and get your family and my family to the stadium. So it automatically marketing it. You follow me I say?
Yeah, man, I follow you.
It automatically marking it. Right? I said it back in the last time when we went to the World Cup and never went back to the World Cup. Me there at gym one day and I tell my friend, say, we not reach back a World Cup, because we run with Simos in the most disgraceful way, right? And all of the players them Simos have developed. Basically, the whole of them come and be star and gone. Okay? The last one I must be wearing Bibi and the guy there over Portmore, the Ricardo Fuller. We not develop no more player now. You can tell me which player we develop.
Yeah, man, some look at you to develop where go some club.
Yeah, but I'm talking about marketable household name players.
Okay, you have a point
So
there.
what I'm saying? Marketable household players. I wonder if sometime if we not like each other, I wonder if I just a little thing embedded in us. Like, we don't build our friends, our family. We tend to look abroad. It can't work out like this. I will go and face a lot of embarrassment if it continue like this, coaches. But
you make reference to the 90th campaign, as many people are doing these last days. Last few games we have and we in a predicament. A lot of people have been making reference to it. But I remember, we were in a spot about there, and we go over foreign,
Yes,
and we get...
and well, I know. Sorry for cut you. That's not gentleman like. Sorry for cut you. The reason why we're on a spot about it because Anandilo and Walter Boyd and the foolishness,
You think?
I know. It's because of Anandilo and Boyd, who our main strikers are, right? They wasn't agreeing at one point, right?
But it's not only strikers we went for.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
that's
so
true.
you can't say that.
Well,
you said it still, but I don't agree with it based on who came.
Right, and we can agree to disagree. But if you want to point out the main ingredients Paul Hall, Fitzroy Simpson, Dean Burton came with is professionalism, which if the player that I mentioned did have that, they because basically them distract the coach, whenever them start to keep up foolishness, that distract the coach. So it's not that Mr. Simons they don't want to use them, but because they are distracting the coach. And you, as a coach, when you have a player disrupt the chemistry on the side, they have to look elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? So we have to get the simple things in our mind right before we can progress. The simple things. One for all and all for one.
Yeah, but I mean that now happen right now, and it's sad enough because we have been our worst enemies.
Yes.
We're this infighting, and I mean, you say why you're asking the question why the players are coming now. They didn't call themselves. When the team strike, they were called. So no, like them call themselves. So whosoever was whosoever were the persons in the position recognize that there are certain areas of the field that we need help. They should have been looking a long time to get these persons, because we have also been talking about this, that there are some aspect of the team that we believe that needs top up. You understand? We have been saying these things, but when a player like Kevin Stewart are gonna make a debut in a critical game against Panama, even though he did well, I mean, that should.
Yeah, he did well. He did well. I heard about him. He did very well.
Yeah, that shouldn't be. Even though he did well, but that shouldn't be. So I don't like the direction where things are going. Players are making posts and it is actually sending a sort of vibe and message, you know. So if the team was progressing, you wouldn't hear some of these players, you know. But all of a sudden, because the campaign is now over, then you have some people push up them head, you know, and saying things, and you know, it not nice. It not nice.
No.
It should be one team, one dream. Whether you used to play for your team and you know inform again and you have been overlooked or whatever, we still fear support the team. That's why I said in a video today, you know, and people take me on. But I believe it looks to me like some of these players are sitting around waiting for the team to fail to rejoice and beat them chest and say, me telling us here, I will for yours, because them man they not good. Them man they not come, them man they not come fight. Them man they not come this. Them man they not come that. It shouldn't be. And you see, we as Jamaicans, we normally fight against each other still, you know, so.
But you know what word? You know what word? I was listening for you to use this word. We are not genuine. We are not genuine. You see what I mean? So because we're not genuine, all these things that I'm saying is because we are losing now. I bet if we now win a different something.
Yeah, man, I saw the thing said, but you know, everybody is entitled to their opinion, and everybody free to say what they want to say. But sometimes, some things just not for talk, man.
Well, you see,
it further. You is like the man dead and you're still you know, I kill him.
Yes, and he can't defend himself. When he can't defend himself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I choose my way. You see, and I listen to all those you call them vloggers, Military Guna, Ryan LFC, which other one name, the one they were that talk with the I-Class and Butler man, and you'd come in there.
Mannings. I am sure sport, yeah.
Right. And I choose to only call you alone. Because I know the reason why you are a good listener. You are a good listener. And good listener always learn. You see me I say? I not choose to call somebody else. I'm not against them, but when I listen to them show, I realize that you give your callers and whoever call your program a chance to explain themselves. Because everybody can't even explain themselves properly, but you give them a chance, a platform to say what they want to say. And that is really, really good. That is really, really good. So I probably upon that, and I hope you continue the way I do.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. And thanks for that.
Yeah, man. I respect you. I'll
All right.
continue listening here.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Big up the whole Stuart Town. All right. So yeah, Carl Campbell is asking if we still have a mathematical chance. Right now, the maths they come like a calculus. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. What's your name and where you're calling
Good evening,
from?
brother. Good evening, brother. My name is Cecil. I'm calling you from Toronto, Canada.
Welcome to the show, Cecil, and good evening.
Yeah, man. I watch you guys on a regular basis. Even last night I was watching the I Am Sure guy, and the guy Butler. He has very good ideas, you know. He's confrontational, but I can understand that because basically that's how I am. I don't believe that if you speak your mind that you are usurping authority. If you have a point to make and you figure you're correct, you should make it. But he has very good ideas. So I was wondering, why wouldn't they draft somebody like that into the program to kind of give some guidance?
Probably there are underlying issues that the public don't really know about, you know? I'm just saying that. I don't know if it is so. You understand?
But I've been a follower of the Reggae Boyz. Even though I live in Canada, I remember 98, I went home for every single game. So I was a bit perturbed that this time there was no spectators. You couldn't get to see the guys. I go to all the games in the US when it comes to Gold Cup. I've been to the two finals that they are the semi-final. The last one was I think it's Philadelphia. The World Cup after 98, I think it was 2002. I was in Ohio, Columbus, when I believe if we had won the game against the US, we would have been on our way. I can't remember clearly. But when you look at the whole situation that is happening now, everybody keeps talking about 98. In 98, most of the guys lived in Jamaica. It was a slightly different situation. We also had on board the private sector. And you had a thing that they call adapter play at that time, where there was organizations. For some reason, they got involved with the program. I guess it was a foreign coach or something. And every company, not every company, there were companies who adopted a player and kind of had them on their payroll so that they could focus on the ball game and not necessarily doing something else. There was also a food program. I remember Grace Kennedy feeding them, and there was a house up on Charlotte Road that the Reggae Boyz used to live together. But it's a totally different situation, so we can't use 98
different scenario
basically and say, yes.
A
So
lot of these
what
players
is happening now?
A lot of our local players are playing overseas.
As are aware, yes. Yeah. Now, in Canada here, I am a staunch Reggae Boy. I don't have no more team. I heard Cataract was saying that he has one team. So I have one team, but I'm like the beating stick here now with some guys. We are older guys, but in the summer we gather at a field and do a little bit of running and a little kicking. So I'm the guy who is always supporting Jamaica. But the Canadian, they kick us badly now. We used to have them as our beating stick. Now we can't even go close to them. So I'm wondering, and there was something interesting last night that was spoken about. When you watch North American sports, like all the sports, they have what is called a playbook. So they have the system they were talking about, which I believe that they should have a system and a playbook. So if somebody comes into a team brand new, all they do is present them with a playbook. So when they were talking about even Leon Bailey, the squaring of the ball and all that, I watched some kids, very young kids, practice one day here. And you know what? The kid on the wing passed the ball and the guy wasn't there. And they were all cursing the kid that wasn't in his position. So the fact is that what was happening in that situation is that they have the play. They know what the play is. So without even looking, the guy can be on the wing and cross because they know somebody should be in a given situation. So I'm wondering if, with all the influx of people playing all over the world, if it's not about time that we start developing something like a playbook. Someone come in, whether it's be a Kevin Stewart who just joined or somebody, they know exactly what we're going to do. Right. And one final thing, I was watching, I have an Android box because I have an Android box. I was watching something tonight, and it just goes to show that it's a total. We need to get some things have to change. The Reggae girls are having their qualification on February 17th. I was watching the sports a while ago on TVJ, and guess what? they have not named the coaching staff yet, which is less than 3 weeks away from a competition. And I was watching, I think it was the secretary of the association, or whoever it was, saying that they're getting things in place. How can you be having a tournament that starts in 3 weeks, which is a qualifying competition? As a matter of fact, it's less than 3 weeks, and you don't even have your coaching staff in place yet. You're saying that the stuff is being ready for them to send out to get it signed. If you know there's something coming up like in 2.5 weeks, why wouldn't you get that in place from the coach? Says, I mean, I think the guy's name is Blaine, that he called them, that he had asked them for his backroom staff and given them some names from way back in early December and to this date, which is February 1st, for something starting on the 17th. They haven't even looked at getting the backroom staff in place. That can't be. So, you know, the whole thing they need to get the whole thing in line from the coaching staff, the guys at JFF. And I hear people talking last night that they can't get them out. But they're not, what is it that they can't get out? Don't they have a general meeting at some point where there's a vote? Hello?
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I got distracted just a while ago. I didn't hear that point. I apologize for that.
No, I was just saying that with the Reggae Girls. You heard the part about the Reggae Girls?
Yes, I heard that part about them not naming a coaching staff.
The backroom staff. Right. Yeah. But I was asking, what was I asking? Oh, I heard last night or whichever program I heard it from, that you can't get out the guys who are there as president and whoever they are, right? But isn't there a general meeting, whether it's a biennial or triennial, whatever the year that they have a meeting?
Yes, yeah, they do have their regular AGM, but to just the public, the general public, can't just step in and no confidence vote. It has to come through the associations, the parish associations.
Okay.
And most times those parish associations support the president.
Okay. I remember the last time when there was one guy they had and it was political. There was a time when they were talking about some man, I won't call his name, that puts his money into, I think it was the boxing time. There was one particular individual in Jamaica who had a lot of money, that he was the guy who basically controlled the thing and say it has to be boxing because him have clout, him have money, and him decide that this is all they want. That's not how it should be run. People should, the associations should be the ones now looking at the situation and say, we're not doing well. We're not doing well, and we have the players who can do well if we use them correctly, we do the right thing, But it's time to get rid of some of the guys, though. They need to get rid of some of the guys who are not pulling them weight and basically doesn't seem like, and I agree with you when you say that there are some people who seem like they want the program to fail so that we can lick them chest and say, you know what, them need us. But you don't need people like those. So, brother, the good thing about I'm watching these programs now. I'm at this vloggers or what you call them, and there's something about your program that's different from most. Some of the other guys, I watch a guy there, Ryan or whatever his name is. He's arrogant. Then even last night I was watching the other guy, I am sure, and you couldn't have a conversation. I don't know what system you use, that somebody's calling him and you can't speak to the person. The person has to speak to you, then hang up and listen for a response. Well, you're doing a great job. Your thing is well organized.
Even though I thank you for the commendation, you have to recognize that each and every person is different. They have different personality, different individuals. So everybody can't be doing things the same way. And what a man does, and you might see it as being that way, other persons might take onto it. So
what I'm talking about is, and I understand that, but it's just how organized. Like last night, I was watching the thing, and I watched it for hours, even though it was delayed stuff. And I'm saying, it's like there was I saw you went on one at the time, and you hardly said anything, you came out. It was like a brawl, It just wasn't, the guy wasn't in control. It's just, I don't know. It's just disorganized.
Sometimes that happens when the football really, when the feeling and emotions chip in. You understand?
Yeah. But one thing with you now, I know you're a Reggae Boyz fan, but you don't give up. It sounds like you give up. You kind of, them ask you if you're going to see them tomorrow, you say, it depends how you feel. You're a supporter, my brother. All right, man.
All
So,
right, so big up
give
yourself.
thanks. Nice program.
Yeah, man. Thank
All
you.
right, brother.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, you see, somebody was calling there. All right, the call is coming back in. Caller, good night. You're live on the show.
Night, coach.
Yeah, man. Good night.
Let's see, we still people talking about clinging on. There's still an outside chance. Yes, there is, but I want everybody know that Panama just need 3 points to make it impossible for us to catch them. You know, so basically, although them have 3 out of 4 difficult games remaining, but yeah, I think the last game against El Salvador, one of the 4 games against El Salvador, so kind of uphill task on our part. Most of the callers and most of the people responding been stating, this is all our fault really. We gave this campaign away. Spoke on your show, I think a couple of days ago, and just noted that is for the most part an administrative blunder. We keep referring back to 98 and all the group was together and all that and that. The biggest point, everybody was learning in 98, and the person that come out was kind of setting everybody straight was Simones. Well, this is all we need to do. This is all. If we really feel Captain Burrow, God rest his soul, he really in the new tweet in the sense that he wasn't versed at it himself. How forget put everything together as an administration. So the difference between 98 and now the current players that we have now, whether they be local based or more overseas based, is that these players are now exposed to a professional environment and how it's supposed to be run, how everything's supposed to be put together. And unfortunately for us, our administrative side, on the administrative side, they're still not learning. They're still operating like amateurs with regards to how them prep the program, how them interact with the players. Because when we give the players a hard time and then come out and speak out with regards to like the wages negotiation or whatever, but it's based on how the administration was dealing with them. These are players where negotiate contracts and deal in a professional environment and then come back and deal with these administrators that basically don't know anything. And then won't go out and, employ or try to get good guidance on people that maybe know how to do it. They say it all the time, we'll go out and we send our coaches out to get certification and improve themselves. Some of those clubs and GFF administrators need to be sent also to some seminars or this to improve them skills.
Yes.
Or how to deal with the football. Because the football is no longer like a corner league amateur thing.
Yeah, earlier.
It's $1 billion thing.
You're absolutely right. Earlier I in one of the streams that I did, probably early last year, I made mention of that these administrators could go like to clubs and do a 2-week and see how they operate in terms of doing stuff like those, and I don't
exactly.
And these things help.
Yes.
It's part of development. It's not like you're downplaying, but you're in a situation where nothing is wrong with upskilling, So
exactly. You have to improve your skill because every environment changes and how you deal with different environments. We can't. The players that we have now is not the same players that were in 98. These players are professionals. These players, for the most part, making much more money than we administrators. That is how them earning them living. So when them come back home, them come back in Jamaica, we would like it to have it, say, well, country first or whatever. But how much can you ask for these young men if they might come home and not deal with people? We just, for one, not showing them the respect that them deserve, and not dealing with them in a professional manner, in a manner in which we say, okay, we know someone will do this for a living. Well, we're gonna have certain stuff in line for no one to come now the program when we're dealing with you guys. It's just like sometimes we get the feeling it's just like these guys, especially when I'm dealing with the local based players that go overseas now to make them living. Like them dealing with them, then like them still dealing with some kind of league kid. We can get a little boots or buy a box lunch and send him back home. Hey, you see a boot, you see a jersey. You can't deal with these guys like that anymore.
Right.
Them have to wake up, man. The administration side of the game. Until we can improve administratively, we're not going to improve the way we're supposed to on the field.
Yeah, that needs improvement as well.
Big time. Big time. That is lagging behind every other part of the game. The players are improving. If you watch the game locally, it's a different type of game you see playing locally than when we used to watch it 20 years ago. The players, them understand the game more and them play better football than them used to go. We like talking about all the players who was better. But the teams look better in today's game than 20, 30 years ago. That's what I think.
Okay.
So the coach is getting better and the players are playing the game better. But unfortunately, administratively, we're not getting better.
Yeah.
We're not improving. We have to improve administratively in the administration and administratively in the clubs in Jamaica also. We have to get away from that party shop mentality and start thinking of the game as a business.
Yes, definitely.
Come on, it's a joke thing. I try to follow up Jamaica football as much as I can, but sometimes it's like pulling teeth. Even forget a jersey from a local club in Jamaica.
Yes.
Them can't be serious. It's just like sometimes you think that them think the only way them can make money is through gate receipt. That cannot be. How many tertiary higher level schools we have at Jamaica? Will it be UU or CAS or college of technology, whatever it's called now? Go source some of them schools and see if you can get some kids out of the classroom where I do IT and figure out how to set up a website and how to market yourself on the World Wide Web. Make them do it voluntarily, if I'll give them a little stipend. Do something. Think outside the box. You might not have the money to go pay a high-tech firm to set up your program the way you want it, but engage people.
Yes, definitely.
There's so many different ways they can bring in revenue, and it's just like them thing. And me and you can sit down from the outside and look and wonder, because we don't know like the everyday running of it is. But based on what we're seeing and how them performing, is like the things them that we coming up with are saying that they can do this. Them not thinking about it because then we keep feeling the same way over and over again. So they cannot be thinking. Sometimes I wonder when you see some of the mistake where you hear the JFF making. And you say, but this did happen in this campaign and the campaign before that. So you have to wonder if them have a thing where you call SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, where everybody say, okay, when we did have travel such and such, this is the check boxes that need to be checked off when we're traveling. We know that, okay, when we're bringing players down from overseas that take the 9, 16-hour flights, whatever it is, we can't put them in the economy no more. Because it don't work for them. When them come back, then we get nothing out of them. So we have, look at checklists that you're going on, like nobody not communicating with each other and teaching each other. So when we did it in this campaign, that didn't work. This is what we have to do. The same mistakes being made over and over and over again. So.
Oh, wow. Somebody calling directly and cutting off that caller. Sorry about that caller. Hello, good night. Welcome to the coach's desk. You're live.
Good night, coach. Big up for everyone.
Say that again?
I said big up for you.
Not too bad, Where you calling from and what's your name?
a cup of 583, man. The journal final
Eh?
a couple times. I call a cup of 583, man. The journal final a couple times. I call from Westmoreland.
Oh, yeah. I think you said top point now.
Boy, no.
All right, so go ahead.
I always, I don't know how much time I ever said this, but when I look on the whole campaign, it depends on how it starts. When I look at the support, the team, credit, from government and private sector, yes, the fans are always behind the team, but for some reason, it just never appears as if the team that have the right support system. You understand? And a lot of times that kind of energy can affect the players. I want to look at the division we're going now. I want to look at the previous sports, the interest after the foreign based players. There's a thing that it just never always goes to the team. You understand? It's a team, And one celebrate players from outside because I believe we used to say, boy, the man from foreign, we have to recruit nobody from foreign. But anyway, in the world, a man there and a man a play and a man good enough and he have Jamaican connection and he want to play for the team. To get in. Because if you look on it, other countries will do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And it's not unique to Jamaica.
No, not unique to Jamaica. Other countries will do the same thing because they want the best team. They want to give themselves the best chance. Understand? Best chance. I know that we lose out on this campaign. Going forward, we always are main thing. We have to make some changes. We have to make some changes. We have to make some changes both from an administrative level and from a coaching level. You understand? Chopper, in our fairness to him, he must take some risks because he had the team for a long while.
Yeah.
And we never see a style of play go well. We see a style of play, but the style of play is just never going to take us anywhere. That particular style of play. And me and you know, so the last average in a football is that once you took up pressure for so long, you're going to give up chances. You soak up too much pressure in the game. You understand the football. Most of the goals in we can see. If you look at it, look on the Panama game, for instance. In the first half, they open goal of the ball again and kick it with Blake Spears. If you look on that chance, it's similar to the goals in the conceding. The ball come swinging at the back on one side and then head it back on the other side.
Your line a break up, caller.
The Panama game. You know?
Yeah, man. It kind of sound muffled now. Yeah, man.
The Panama game, Jane. The chance that Panama got in the first half where Blake made the steal. That chance is similar to a lot of the goals that we have been conceding where the ball is squared inside the box on one side and then headed back to the other side. The same thing happened against Costa Rica in the goal. The same thing against Costa Rica in the first match against Costa Rica in Costa Rica. It happened in the Mexico game. It happened in the US game in the Gold Cup. You understand? The same thing with the over and over. And teams figure it out. We have to make some changes. You get me? We have to make some changes going forward. But we still have to support the team. But boy, I'm going to tell you, the man I'm going to do. When you look on the 98 team, the team that the country they're behind the team, the whole country was behind the team. Government, JFS, private sector, everybody they're behind the team.
But so that happened because of various interventions and all of that, So we can't really compare it with That's why I'm always saying to people, we're always using 98 as a reference because it's the only time we qualify for the World Cup. But sometimes I think we use it out of turns in terms of even the whole.
Because things change.
Exactly. A lot of change has taken place. And it is not what it is 20 odd years ago as it is now. Totally different.
I agree with you to say that the landscape has changed in that countries are getting in players like a few days before a game. Fair enough. You understand? But in terms of cohesion and that unifying force, that was always that was there in '98, and we don't see it around this time. I think that is missing. You understand? But going forward, we as supporters of the game will just have to continue to apply pressure.
Yeah, man.
This pressure needs to be applied.
All right.
Because we have a say, you know. Yeah, man, we have a big say, man. And big up to the channel, man. We just have to go and take it, you know.
All right, respect, man. And thanks for calling. So I free up
Yeah,
the
man.
line and make somebody else get a chance.
No
Before
problem,
the
man.
panelists come on. All right, cool. Cataract, big up yourself. Where you said nobody in that stadium. Boy. People, Reggae Boyz head coach Paul Hall will be focusing on game management as the national team tackle Costa Rica in a crucial CONCACAF World Cup qualifying match at the National Stadium tomorrow. According to Hall, who was speaking at a press conference Tuesday afternoon, the final practice session later that evening will be used to impress upon the players the importance of good game management, which he hopes will be carried over in the match. Because you can say it on paper, you know, or say it to them, but you know, application is the next thing. You understand? He took over the reins, and we know what'll go on with that. 3 defeats in 3 games. But he believes that the game management shortcoming is something that will be part of the training session today. We cannot go up a goal ahead and then lose the game. I did tell them in both games that a clean sheet wins the game. If we can guarantee over ourselves a clean sheet when we score, then we will win the game, and the players kind of take that mentality on. And obviously, when they get tired, sometimes one mistake, we are getting punished harshly for it. Sometimes when our teams make mistake, we are not punishing people as harshly as we are getting punished. So that will be a part of my training session. That's what Paul was alluding to. Yep. Yeah, people, we are almost 2 hours into the show. Let me see some comments that I can. All right. I see Cataract setting up. Cataract always depend on the move, you know, people.
Yeah, man, coach. Oh, go on.
Oh, go on. We're there, man. Big up yourself.
I'm there, you know. I hear the cool noise in my background, you know, so then I hotel lobby, you know.
Oh, go on in our camp, you know.
Be a division, you know, brother, but not enough for we. 24 hours from now, we will know
pure
what's
division.
really what, you know.
Then the 24 hours now, if a division.
So,
I know.
Boy. Well, I have a stadium to myself. Could I lie down and sleep? Big up all the YouTuber them usually rush by stadium. I don't know, did it tonight. Yeah. Steve Cataract alone did it. Me and my little soldier bomber, you know, real ultras with it. Nobody know there. Police alone. So it look like everybody abandoned the team.
I wonder what will go on the stadium tomorrow.
No, me I go on the stadium. I echo rock, you know. Where they say, hi. I expect to see nobody in the stadium tomorrow. But I hope this is a lesson to the JFF, you know. Coach, remember say such money so run way out of the stadium and tell us a time up leave.
That not
Could have
going
sit
today.
back and watch the whole train. They would have glad say we did there and watch. You understand? Which just goes to show you they never have to hype in the first place. We're not going to take video and so off tactical session. We want the team to qualify, but we just want to be near our team, you know. But everybody look healthy. That's the positive. Everybody look healthy.
By the way, is Leon Moore there?
No.
Okay.
No, he's in the United Kingdom.
Well, nothing was said
Spell.
about that. We just hear same sign.
Yeah, you have to be there to sign, you know. You have to put your, as they call it, your John Hancock, and you have to do a medical, right? So he's not here. He left directly from Panama. No, not from Panama. Sorry, he left directly from Jamaica after the Mexico game.
Oh, that's why I wasn't in the starting 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was not in Panama. You know, but we don't love to these facts and communicate to people, you know. But everybody look healthy, everybody look hungry. As I said, I have the privilege of being in the tactical session, so you know, so I can't go call out lineup. I can't go do that, you know. But I think the coach see what he wants. Based on what I saw, the finishing will always remain a problem for Jamaica. But finishing will always be a problem for Jamaica. And we have to work on that.
But you mentioned something about game management.
Yeah, all right. So I think what he's talking about is, if you notice, we are giving away goals in the 80th, past the 80th minute. And I think that's a concern because you're supposed to see out the game. I drink little
or
soup,
going
you know?
1-0 up and you still lose the game. You're
Right.
punishing.
You can't see out the game.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So most of the team, they're eating their dinner now. Right. So I think that would be a concern to him. Concern to me is if you look at when we come out of the dressing room, within 10 minutes ago, score up and away. You understand? Within 10 minutes ago, score up and away. That has to be a cause for concern. Sorry about the noise in the background, you know? The team just finish dinner.
We're not hearing the noise still in the Qatar.
Oh, you're not hearing the noise? Oh, okay. Hey man, I see I'm all night and Dre Blake. Yeah, them a trickle out 1-1 now.
So what's the mood like in terms of you may say a division, but them just go honor the fixtures?
Well, they have to honor the fixture. No. What I am saying is that I would like to see each of the British players them speak to them and just ask them, please don't desert it. You understand? Just stick by it. Because there's Nation League coming up. If we win the Nation League, that's a major trophy for Jamaica. Right? So maybe we don't go to the World Cup, or we win a Nation League. We're in the A category. So that would be a major thing for Jamaica. So, you know, I spoke to Kevin Stewart. He's a bit despondent. Then don't get despondent. You're 28. 2020, you'll be 31 by the time we start the campaign for 2026. As long as you're fit, you have the thing. But you see the hunger in the players. They're hungry. They were hungry to go to the World Cup. Mikel Antonio training hard, training very hard. In never take a day off or whatever. Which you know that he could take a day off, right? Because he's supposed to be managed very gingerly. But he was there training. We're working a lot on finishing drill, but the finishing is a concern. So that's as much as I can say in terms of what we saw happening. Costa Rica did not train.
Yeah, we understand that they won't train.
They won't train. They're arriving this evening, and they'll be staying at a different hotel, obviously. and they will just go straight into the game.
Okay.
So
is that a good strategy? Are they are saying that they will be fresh?
no, I don't think so. I think they don't have a charter flight, so they would have to go through Miami.
Oh.
Or go through Panama. So they would just be arriving in Jamaica. Having played on Sunday. They might not have been a connecting flight. I don't think there's a connecting flight. So yeah. So that's the mood now. More players trickling out from the dinner. They have been instructed not to give one-on-one interviews.
Again?
Yeah, so let me say the youth. I think they're concerned with how we get interviewed. That's my bottom line. And they might tell about COVID and but they know so we take our test. We pay the money and take a test. We're not gonna come around the team and know so we don't know our status. But I think I believe some of the bigger videos is complaining that we are get so much we are the little people there, you know. As the rear we are get so much access.
But I mean, if we are there and we get accreditation, shouldn't it be a case where these things
To Jamaica,
are relayed
to
to us?
Jamaicans.
Jeez,
So that's why I'm gonna get no one-on-one interview today. I don't think, you know. So I just go easy. We don't know man girl link them and them thing there, so if them don't have COVID. So it's not like everybody got strict bubble.
And why no? Why no?
Yeah, man, actually we get the exclusive them, brother. That's all I can say. Actually we get the exclusive then. You understand? That's the thing, man.
So we just are going to go watch some match and we can't interact with players. Well,
that's what them say.
That's what they say. But will it be honored?
Yeah, the idea. At the end of the day, real have to recognize real. That's what I'm saying, you know. The complaints say we're in a tunnel, but we say to them, it's on my pass. So if it's on my pass, I hear a problem that. And I see the Mexican media in a tunnel too, so what's up? We don't want a guy have strength for we alone. You have strength for everybody.
See the Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, read and say everything upon it, you know. Field,
everything.
Field area, team room, tunnel, hospitality room, first media area.
Mm-hmm.
All of them things there.
Yeah, man.
But if we have to work with the rule, we have to work with it, you know.
No, me I work with. When me say what go on, me know me I work with.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy now go style me. So we are the only people
we have to just watch the flow because I have to just watch the flow. I know things pan out.
Come on. Let's see how it run.
Oh no, we get a call. Let me hear the caller here. So now. Caller, good night. You're live on the coach's desk. What's your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Prof, calling out of New Jersey.
All right, Prof, big up yourself and big up the whole
Coach.
New Jersey.
Yeah, man. Cool. One of the things which I think is one of the missing components, and people are making all this comparison, if you can cast your mind back, when was the last time before this campaign started, a match was played at the National Stadium?
A good while.
So how can we have home advantage when we don't know the surface? How many of our players, even the local born players, played on that surface in any recent time? So our problem just did not start at the beginning of the campaign. It started long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have no home preparation. To get a friendly match because we're only looking at a short-term thing because we are poor in management, as Frank would always say, in it. There is no management structure in place. So they cannot go out and market themselves. As simple as selling jersey, nobody can get jersey to buy. They don't put anything in place to have home field advantage. One of the crucial things about the 98, everybody knows where the ball went bounce and how the field play.
Yeah, because
in that stadium we can look and see which way
yeah, but
the wing are blowing. And you know what may happen.
Prof, as I always say, a lot of people making reference to 98, and remember, it's a different dynamics now, you know. Different dynamics.
Different.
So we can't always refer to all points to 98. In 98, most of the players were locally, and they were able to.
We are all there. Now things have changed. But don't tell me that because of financial constraint, you're going to have to get all your games away. You're playing matches games in the US, you're playing match in Serbia, you're playing match everywhere. You have not played any game in Jamaica at the National Stadium. So you don't have access anymore.
But remember, them said them don't have any money, you know, brother. So it's a difficult thing to put on a game. And no fans were allowed, plus COVID situation. And I'm not beating them there.
No, don't come with the COVID thing, because COVID just started 2020. Right? COVID never reached Jamaica until 2020, about March.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, try and remember when was the last game the national team played in the stadium.
But I'm saying, Carla, I mentioned COVID because it played a part. Remember, the federation is cash strapped. I cannot beat them on that one. When they get those games, the things I believe are covered by the persons who invite them to games. So I understand about playing on the surface. However, isn't playing together and getting games and the team playing together more important than playing on the surface?
Not in our case, and I'm going to tell you why. Game time, yes, you get the chemistry. Knowing your surface, that was an advantage, and that's an advantage you should have. You don't have any advantage because you're coming to COVID, you don't have the crowd, you don't have a surface. You always said, fail to plan, and you plan to fail. There was no preparation.
But Carla, I still disagree with you.
Yes.
You know why? When United States play their home game in the United States, not all of those games are played at Orlando.
No.
Exactly.
And we cannot. And I think we are comparing chart to cheese. US has the money to have the facility, first class facility in terms of pitches, right?
And Jamaica doesn't have the money to put on. But Jamaica doesn't have the money to put on practice games here.
We're not expecting you're going to put on 4 or 5 games, right? And I'm not looking at it just, and I'm not talking about this just since the pandemic when everything shut down. Even before, and it didn't start with this current administration. It also started from Bird was there, where they weren't getting home game because they were operating at a loss. But my thing is, if you are preparing a team for World Cup qualifier, Because World Cup qualifiers does not stay on the pitch. As one caller said earlier, you need to have government, private sector, everybody has to be on board. How did we get them on
Even
board?
the pitch.
How can we get them on board?
How can we get what?
Exactly. How can we get private sectors on board?
I don't know.
Right? And nobody want to associate themselves with losers because they're putting their money up front. Right? So it's a whole, we need to do a holistic approach where everybody has to be on board. And I don't think the present administration can get the respect or garner the support. Correct me if I'm wrong. The caller, well, I didn't see the newscast and I haven't read the article about with the Vingley situation that up until now the backroom staff has not been named. Are those good planning?
Not in my
Are those good planning?
Not in my estimation.
Okay.
But I still can't agree with you on I still can't agree with you on the field situation when you
on the field situation.
Right, when you agree that they are strapped cash. Or cash strapped, sorry.
Right. I know that's not what you're saying. But then if you don't have fans, you don't have home field advantage, what do we have?
We just have a bad campaign. We just have a bad campaign.
It's not just this campaign that is bad. When was the last time we had a good campaign?
But I'm only talking about this campaign now because this is present before us.
No. Yeah, this is present, right? But then insanity is at play. Do you agree with that?
If insanity is at play?
Yeah.
Use a different term.
Because they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing over and over.
And expecting a different result.
A different result. Since 98, and everybody keep going back to 98, we can always go back and pick things from 98. And the only thing I pick from 98 instead, we should at least try to get at least 1 or 2 games on the surface. Because if we don't have a surface where it's a world-class surface, so everybody will come and the bar will be true, the bounce will be true, and you can look up. Because if you look, we blame players at where they're not looking up their surroundings before the ball gets to them. They can't. As if they move their hands off the ball, they look the ball, they might hit a bad bounce. And we're accustomed to them a bug. Right? So when you have the pitch can play a part, yes, we do have the resources, but you have to go out and try. And it's not every time. But right now, what's the loss they're operating at now?
What's the what?
What the loss that they're operating at? They're operating now is the loss because every time they go on a charter flight. What is the deficit?
I can't say no. It used to be on the well, that wouldn't be on it. But I mean, it was said by the what's his name again? Mr. Speed, that they're operating at a loss and they are managing the litter that they have.
The resources that they have. Mm-hmm. I remember that interview.
Yeah, man.
I remember that interview. But we all know that money is not used to come by. We know that they are incompetent. But then we go out and we beat the players. But then the blame is so much that it can go everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not like the players get called out because of what they do on the pitch, and then
on the pitch,
the other fractions get called out based on what they do wherever they are located. So it's not like the players alone. If a game is played, you have to talk about the players. And in other forums, we discuss what the administration is doing. So it's not like it's just the players. No. Everybody get their fair share when they do stuff, because if, like, for example, a practice match is planned and then you have players missing, players left, being left in airport and stuff like that, those stuff are spoken about. So it's not like
I remember all of that. I remember all of that, right? And if we should be here to ourselves and be honest, this whole thing started, and I think I heard Simon today said something which is true. When the strike, when the leak voice note about the negotiation, right? And it was alleged, because we have to use the word alleged, that people were saying that who don't want to play, they can go and get players.
Mm-hmm.
They went out, they get players. The team is not an individual, it's a golf team. Right? And when I think we're spoiled with, we are sitting in our living room, we're looking at EPL, looking at Bundesliga, looking at La Liga, and we're seeing pretty football. But we got to remember that those people are together for day in, day out. 9, 10 months for the year. So they can gel. We know international football is not where it used to be, so we can't make reference that 90 they were living together. Players playing in every league and all over the globe, and it is very difficult to get players outside of a window, and you only have 3 days to work with them. Mm-hmm. We all know that. But at the same time, it has to be all hands on deck, and we cannot be doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. One person earlier says Whitmore is to be blamed because Whitmore had the team for how long. Can you recall how long Whitmore have been asking for a CDM?
No, I can't recall. Was he asking for one?
Because he had for a CDM a long time. Even before he came out and said he need competition for Damian. Look at Damian was the only central defender we have who was looking like a central defender. Mm-hmm. He asked for CDM, he asked for key pieces. And I heard Ricky come out and say, provide them with what and he should get results. What that tells me, obviously, he does not realize what it takes to qualify a team. The team that are doing well are the teams that has a set roster. And you know, injury when come, card when come, you're going to have a person who is on form and rise to the top and get and earn the call up. But what is happening? They have a core player, even though the core players are not in one place. Every time a match is coming up, you can almost sure of certain amount of players going to be coming in. Are you sure every time who they're going to call?
No, you can't be sure.
Because exactly. But don't you think if we had said, and I'm using the word we because no one is excluded from it, we are all fans and everything. If we had something set in place where we have, yes, they have a pool of 60, which is good. But at the same time, from that 60, how many two CDM there are in that 60? Can you identify outside of Grant and Stewart who are in the CDM, and Stewart just made his debut in what? Game 11?
Cousins, Tevin Shaw.
But Cousins has not, because has he ever been fit?
Yes.
Which means he was fit and has never been called.
Yes.
So, with Cousins and Shaw, the two names that you gave, so is it that we're not sure what we want? Because if you name two persons,
plus Javon Watson, Javon Watson, you remember that?
No, hold on. Let's not go to the Javon situation.
But you asked me, Virgin, and I tell you.
Coach.
Plus Michael Hector was there
Coach
too. You have Speedy Williams.
No.
Well,
I think that's the biggest injustice. you realize that from he has been dropped. We cuss him and we talk all kind of thing about him. And he was a very key person in that central defensive area, my collector. And he has been cast to the side. When Anthony Grant is on the field, we don't lose a match. When Michael Hector was on the field,
Say that again.
When Michael Hector was in the squad, the match that we lose in the World Cup, Michael Hector didn't play. Can you recall that?
Mm-hmm.
When they call Anthony Grant, all the matches that we lost is after Anthony Grant come off the field. It happened.
Yeah, but he played. He's gonna be recorded as playing the game.
Exactly what I'm saying. So he gonna be recorded as playing the game, right? Because it's just win and loss. It's just when you're going to start, you realize, oh, whatever substitution was made. But when you look at it, the team lacked CDM.
Mm-hmm.
And the CDM that we have, who was performing, even though he wasn't flashy, was Michael Hector. He might not have the legs, but he's very smart and he have good ball, he have good awareness and position.
All right, Carl. I want you to wrap up in about a minute because we have the squad to the supposedly team
for tomorrow.
Yes, for tomorrow that
for
we
tomorrow?
want to name a team to see if a team that we think might play.
Okay, I will wrap up and go back to listening to see who you think will sign up. But my take on it, we still need to rally and get behind the team without being fearful of backlash from other people. And I think that's one of the problem we're having. Anyway, have a good night and I'll be listening.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Prof.
All right, bro.
All right, people. Come on, throw out some names now. Who do you think will be starting tomorrow? Well, for me, I think Andre Blake. Wanna choose other people then. Andre Blake. Rupert has will be starting, I believe. Come on, I think Rupert will start. Adrian will be starting again. Could be. Will Javane Brown start? See if him come up in another something yet. Still enough. Jeez. I hear a beep. Check who is coming in. Any weather. Cataract, how you run gone? Your internet. Cataract look like him have some internet issues, people. Alright, time I see him freeze.
Evening, coach.
Jerry,
Coach.
what's up, man?
Big up everybody in the chat section. Big up everybody. Done now.
What you said? Taxi or late?
Greg Lee, man.
What you said? Greg Lee?
Yeah, man. That we would have said.
What that run gone? GREG. So how the defensive section of things look?
Look about right.
So you think
well on there, Damian Lowe got missed 2 games or 1?
I think a 1 game, you know.
So Lowe come back to partner Pinnock, man. And Stewart there, sir.
If someone else started, man.
That's it. We had this someone look when the game change when him come on the field, you know, man.
And the next thing to Dre, anyway, that will he be Will he be actually using this formation, or he's gonna revert to
The back three there?
back three? That's our next question, you know. But we are going to stick with this until if it change, it change. People in my buckle there, man, low. Hey, easy, you know. Man say low shouldn't be on the field. Anyways, we are move on, Jay.
Yeah.
People in my beat. Oh, DJ and Speedy are DJ and Ravel.
DJ and Ravel again, you know. Me good.
Alright, so continuity again. And you know, this campaign set away. Up front, Burke. No,
CM
Burke.
front.
CM front three.
Yeah. It was what? Bobby Burke and Antonio, right?
Mm-hmm. But Burke got a knock. You think Lamar would have come in for him? I'm not ready.
Well, maybe if Lamar start, we don't see the best time, you know. When him come
to play better on him, come on.
Yeah, come on as a sub. Then we'll see best of Lamar. You know. So I'm going with the same front three.
Well, what will this team do to a Costa Rica team?
If them play better than how them playing in the last two games, them, which you know, time under Coach Paul Hall, we know we keep on hear them say time, new system, new tactics, them have to learn. And it was too soon, and you see them try to do it for first half, and then it break down, and then revert to what them used to underneath under the old coaching system, you know. So with more discipline and more coaching under Paul Hall's system, then I believe
I'm on a call for Darren Mattox.
Yeah, I see him still at the Mattox.
Easy in a new way.
I'm gonna call for everybody still. We know it goes. Some players play better coming off the bench, you know, than if them start from the beginning.
Balakar said Peter Lee for Ravel. What are your thoughts?
Leaving Ravel out there.
Hey Balakar, I know you know make the big statement about Rupert and the brother.
Oh man, him say him perform good, man.
Where? When him say that?
Me hear him on a program say some man call him.
But me no hear him say it on the coach's desk.
Over here so him need to say it, man.
Cause over here so him blaze the fire in upon Rupert, you know. Balakar, big up yourself, Balakar. You know a thing going about. You need to tell you what going for Rupert. Rupert to come out and start in 11, Balakar.
Balakar call in and make a hear what going with the 11 yeah. See if you leave Rupert in the middle of the park in front of Blake. But coach, you know, no bias to it, you know, still, you know. But I'm not start Blake tomorrow.
Seriously?
I want to start him tomorrow.
Alright, so name your 11 then.
Let's see him one up there so I accept Blake out and
Jaja.
Yes, I've seen Miller playing a long time, you know. So I forget for tell you the truth, I forget how him play if him do the long kick them, aimless kick them, or if him do the long throw or roll it out to start the attack. But I seen Knight play. And to be honest with you, in the Peru game, I one goal I can't blame Knight for. And that have to do nah, make no excuse for him, but it's a risk injury might come off a very serious long term injury come off.
Oh, see Balakar, you know. Balakar. It's the cataract forward back too. Balakar, what say you?
I just want change me to make man. I take out Ravel and try the Peter Lee verse. If he say in a this round now, Ravel live up to his standard, you see me.
So
He will game against
him not play good the second game.
against Panama.
Although he give away a penalty. He drew a penalty and then he give it back.
You see, on the edge of 18 when he get the ball and a dance. Antonio did that to the right, to the left, and the next man did what Marine Quarros roll the give, make them know. You see me? But as when me say, me that try Peter Lee like how, as we say, he champion gone. You see me?
Okay, so I know that more year you talk about still, you know.
What you want to hear me talk about?
Tell me about the Rupert. Rupert for United teams are tell me about him, because you're saying not good enough, sir. And he can't play in our back four, you know.
He play good in a Mexico game. But coach, as what me say.
So he not play good in a Panama game.
He get caught out in a Panama game because he don't have a back a next
Who get caught out? Who get caught out?
We not get caught out more while man coach.
You just have
in
to add.
Panama
You
game.
just have to add something.
No, me not say no play good enough.
No,
which say no play good enough.
No.
See, you get a coach Devon this a back you know.
Coach,
So
you cannot allow Balakar to do. Tell us which play, which minute, which half you see Rupert get caught out.
Balakar does a talk off in face right now.
He was the standout player in the Panama game as well.
Save us and couple.
Of course, I'm ready to stand up here. Mario Pano.
Go on the Balakar.
Yeah, he play good. But I'm going to say no play good. Against Mexico, I get caught out to coach.
No.
Feel. Me not say man no play good enough, man.
Caught out when that? The man of Jamaica's man of the match against Mexico.
No, me not have no money. Me not have no money for sitting there. So me don't know talking to the big man. You know, say go sue me.
Hold on, we have to end the call of Balakar. We don't want to hear that argument.
Yeah, man.
Football we are talking about, man.
No, man, but me not a coach. And you me a deal with Andrew anyway, man. Me say me not deal with him. Me not deal with him. Me not call his name or nothing. Nah, no money for game, man.
Well, I think you get some Russian money.
All right, Balakar gone. That's so now we are still. Which comment up on the screen, Pagan? I don't see no comment on the screen. Which comment?
Pagan.
So what do you think about us the 11 at Cataract?
I can't turn it up on my phone. Let me see if I can big it up. I can't really see it too tough.
Turn the phone sideways.
The comment section is saying time we need a change in a goal. So I don't know. I'm gonna do it to the coach. But Coach Devon said Miller. But I would go with him all night because I never see much mistake from him in the game when play against Peru. To be honest, one goal we can blame him for. Otherwise, some that I think he have a solid game.
Okay.
But we don't know how much other people. You have to ask comment to them. Knight or Miller.
Yeah, people. Knight or Miller. I can see how much name will come up for Knight. Oh no, easy still now. No really a dash Andre Blake.
And a dash with coach.
No, he might get dash out at starting 11. No, dash out that brother.
Coach, I would, while it's still mathematically possible, I will be careful.
I'm not sure Andre Blake me using that goal.
Coach, look there. Watch the comment section. No bias, no night.
Hey, I've 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4, a 3 night that me see, you know. Cause I see one at NIGHC.
Exactly.
No, sir. May I go with Andre Blake.
So coach, it will be Andre Blake, Greg Lee, Ethan Pinnock on the left. I would go with King at the second centre back.
So hold on, Damian Lowe now play.
No, it's a straight red card. So it's suspended for 2 games.
That's how you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, out with Low then. So the commentators then them soon start rejoicing now. Instead of show champagne, them a pop champagne.
You're not trained today.
Okay, that means he was a show. Chad King.
But
No,
you know that already a red card is a 2-game suspension. And it could be up to 3 games after the
reviewing and all of them.
Dangerous play.
I think I'm up still doing it, but let us see how this youngster work.
No, I'm going to give you my side.
Tell Teddy Lee say great to say more not in Jamaica.
Yeah, more than a Jamaica, Teddy. Teddy just a forward one.
Support.
And Lou said the same thing. Pinnock and Liam Moore. Tell the people them say why I'm not here.
Oh, all right. People, Liam Moore has gone back to England to sign a transfer with Stoke City from his club Reading. He was stripped of the captaincy and he is now over to Stoke City on loan.
And we give him a straight mission. Don't come back unless you bring Lewis Baker.
Exactly. That's what I say.
You understand? Straight, we are telling him, don't forward back if you don't forward with Liam Baker. Lewis Baker. So, coach.
So,
I would start Mariappa at the right back.
And take off Brown?
Yes, sir.
No, so if I start Mariappa and Afina center.
Well, make us see Cataract 11. That.
Yeah, all right.
Good. Make us see one more.
Mariappa.
I would have a single CDM.
Single pivot. Stewart.
Kevin Stewart.
Supporting cast.
Raphael DJ.
Up top.
Burks. Antonio Gray. That's my badness there.
All right, people. I want to rate that team here.
Can work with that too.
Hold on, that one I can't click. Oh, can't copy.
That's probably my team.
Actually, I really like that front three there because of the physicality where them are go possess trouble the Costa Rican.
But let me ask a question. You think the youth, what his name?
Which youth?
What's his name again?
What position you referring to, coach?
Our defense, King would be able to manage a Campbell.
But if he can't manage him, he'll come back again. I don't see that, you know.
A Campbell powerful, you know.
Yeah, but we don't want you to argument from nobody. Remember, nobody not there, you know. Remember, say nobody not there. What you going to call up Jamaica Topi, you know? I just understand. So, you know that we have about 19 players in the squad now? 20.
I'm not hearing a replacement. They come in for more.
And no replacement. No replacement for more. No replacement for Damian Lowe. Well, Richard keep coming for Damian Lowe.
No man, King did come in.
Yeah, for Lowe.
So by right, Jamar Tope is supposed to come in for Liam
Hold
Moore,
on.
who was left.
Hold on, we have a caller online. Let me hear what the caller saying. Andre, big up yourself. Thanks for calling.
Big up yourself, Coach Minzy.
Yeah, man, what say you?
Big up the coach next panelist. Yeah, man, I love the vibe. You know?
Yeah.
But Minzy, coach.
Yeah, man.
You know, realize that JFF put up on a robot taxi, man. They drive wicked, man.
Like we go on what here.
It's a
Like
robot.
we go on what here.
Same way, sir. Yeah, man, it's a wicked drive. Hey, me nearly get a heart attack, you know. Yeah, man. It terrible, Mr. Coach. Wicked, man.
Man,
First, them have whip boy drive. A whip boy, them have a drive it first, you know. A whip boy fling his steering wheel fall all, man. And I see him wicked driving, the man I go out with, you know. Ah, man. I don't want to do it. I want to survive. Me jump off long time left on, you know. Come on tonight to the man, faithful to the journey. Listen, man. Listen, gentlemen. Nobody ever fuss the brain about starting 11. You see me? Right now, we need to start putting the listen. Many people say, I just see my post that coach, you laugh. You're so bad. I serious time.
Well, Ali, you know why me I laugh? Hey, the boss when I drive a taxi is a bad driver, you know.
Yeah, man, ain't good, man.
But the analogy there, bad, man.
I real talk, man. I watch him and I say, no, sir, that we got you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I like what you're saying, the driver was good. You know that we have good players.
No, the coach.
In fact,
Coach Carla, you know, so you never say a true thing. Because me then at the taxi about, let me out, come on. Let me out. You can't get to it. me like a ball, you know, brother. The people in the taxi are like the fans. Jesus. Hold on, remember they have one lady where it's equal to Richard, you know. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Remember say the woman about, oh God, you know. And then you have cranky in a taxi, you know. But I don't know who did that talk, kind of like a sneaky spoke in that English. Driver, you can't get away.
Hey. Coach, we're cranky. We like cranky, you know. We're cranky there.
Cranky there tonight,
shout
man.
him up, man.
Big up yourself, cranky.
Man.
Anyway,
cranky full of
cranky.
vibes.
Big up yourself.
Cranky full of vibes.
Cranky get some mother from. Go ahead, Carl.
Go ahead, Angie.
Yeah, wanna big up on yourself, Coach Minzy. I'm not lying, I love the program. I love it.
Respect, man.
And the best thing right now, me see. The better Reggae Boyz by far, I tell you. You understand? Like, keep up the good work. And Cataract and who that? Ball, whoever wants.
Jay anywhere that. Yeah, man.
Jay anywhere that. Big up on yourself. Keep up the good work. My God, bless.
All right, Andrew.
Just take the pills them doing it. But tomorrow, take the pills. See? Because the journey like a wicked. No matter which 11 you put out there. No, hold on, Coach. I want to add something.
Mm-hmm.
I had a problem with one substitution that the coach Hall made in the Panama game. I said that was where we fling what the game. Yeah, because I think we're unfortunate that I blame Blake for the first goal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, way man. If he just left the ball, it goes that way. Right? Leave the ball. Leave that alone. Blake is a mood. I don't know why I don't want to put back Blake on the goal back no for that match, you know. But anyway, why did coach take off DJ and bring on Walker? Answer my question. Why take off DJ?
I can't answer that question.
And we need a goal. It's 1-1 in a must-win match. You take off your most creative player in the park, in the middle of the park, and we need a goal. Eh? Why Paula take off DJ and bring on Walker? That's what I'm leaving with that one. Then. Gentlemen, bless up on yourself.
All right.
Because I'm not going to heart attack. I can't later, people.
All right.
But Carla, you have to tell me which pill.
That Carla the night. Right now, your show can done.
The Carla supposed to take a pill, but I want to know which pill. I want blue pill if I take. I just go out with believe. I want to go out. I don't know.
Yo, man, I tell you, man. A man said, a JFF give you a robot taxi. Put in a robot taxi.
And not a regular, and the man in the robot. and just a
Hey.
drive and a crash and a lick up.
Hey, if you don't watch a video there, people don't need to watch a video there. Because that video there is the toughest thing right now. Hey, only because of you make me answer that call and Rodrick. I last call this way I take finale because the show soon finish. Rodrick, big up yourself, man.
Wagwan Coach Minzy.
Good day, man.
Chelsea anyway that. Cataract the real ultra boss, brother. Me not line out. No man can show you to a minute in the brother. Me not line out. To keep my night going more time. I chuck my driving up family.
Yeah.
So me have to appreciate of the entertainment. You know, I'll do overside down. But we are holding it in the Gideon. You know what I say? The team out there on the table right now, not a bad start.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of some of the old problem and bring in some new talent. We can't bother with the animosity thing, you know, coach.
Mm-hmm.
The man let us help mash up the team and bring it to where they're right now. Honest to God. Me not like when I hear in the news, and such man should even make them comment, the big man thing.
Mm-hmm.
That we are past level. Him get 12, 13 years to do something. No result. What you are complaining about? Now the thing make other little you them get a bust to brother. Big and serious. I think the side that can give we a 2-1 tomorrow. Honest to God, if I that go up on the field, we can do something with that tomorrow. Manners and respect here, gentlemen.
Yeah, man. Big up
Love
yourself.
the show.
Big up yourself, Rodrick.
Yeah.
All right, cool. John was start. I tell us Dre that call a while ago, man.
You know, so I'm gonna check out the video here, coach. I gotta check it out. Send me in WhatsApp after the show.
You know, I don't have it on my WhatsApp. Oh yeah, I have it. Let me send it.
You have it on your phone, you can send it on the WhatsApp, IG, either one.
Yeah, man, I send it, man. Hey, people, you don't need to take in that video there. Even though is a serious thing, but based on the commentary Cataract give a while ago, you look on it as something that you can get a laugh. But it's a serious video, people. It's very serious. I think it was irresponsible behavior on the part of the driver, but trust me.
Sometimes
we can laugh over now because nobody never get hurt.
Yeah, sometimes you have to say bad thing make joke, and you have to look at the irony. I know it relates to we and the Reggae Boyz. And
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
people. Tell me, people, should I answer first responders call? Quickly. First responder on the line. Should I answer him?
Yeah, man, big him up, man. Him then I grew
All right.
First
responder, big up yourself. Welcome to the show.
Respect, man. Respect. My heart full. I got jokes. I got depression. Me have a roller coaster listening to you guys tonight. Trust me. But they you know what? I could say a lot of things, but it's not gonna help. There was a time that there was a show that Cataract was on, you know, and certain members of the JFF hierarchy came on, and when you guys pointed out things that they should be doing, they told them at 2 different times. Was like surprised, like yes, we're gonna do that. And I mean, some simple things that like you haven't been doing that. You understand? But the guy who just drive the taxi a while ago, he made some good points, and they have a question to ask you and Cataract and all you guys who are on the panel right now. Okay, but he might listen somewhere.
Man.
If you found out that certain elements in the team were pulling in the opposite direction, would you keep them in the team because they have been around the team for a long time, or would you pull up stumps and clear house, especially like how you come in brand new? As a matter of fact, you should have didn't know say certain elements did stay so before you take the reins. So why would you keep certain elements in the team knowing say them cutting against the grain? You understand? you can't answer that. May I put you on the spot, coach?
But you know, me not
You're
understand.
supposed to sleep right now. What?
Me not understand the question where you
All
ask.
right, all right. All right.
Check
Me
my
go.
matchup. Check my matchup.
Hmm?
Tell him call name.
You
Because
have
he
you. All
can do
right.
it.
All right.
Cause him is a
All right.
caller.
All right. Let me tell you way. All right. Me go tell you how me feel. You see, when Phoenix, the club in America, did suspend Fleming's. Me this sorry for him. You see, when me see how him mouth the dirty word they will come out of his mouth, especially to him own teammates while playing. No, me can say him did say so. And when him did score that first goal and Gray come to give him a pound and him ease him off, that was a telltale sign of how him feel about certain man over there. So. And you come in as the assistant coach and you're so smart. I mean, me love Paul Hall, but you're so smart and you do psychology and you're supposed to dip on a different level. You come in and you're supposed to see certain elements in the team that is not conducive to good team spirit. So may I ask your coach, if you are the assistant coach and you see all of that and now you become the full-fledged coach, would you keep those elements in your team still, or would you clear house?
Yeah, but I understand the point you're making now, but it would be a difficult decision to make. Because if him clear us...
Yes, but he not make him look no better now.
I understand what you say, but...
As a matter of fact, it can cost him his job.
Well, it's an interim position. He might not get it going forward. But for me...
He might not get it, and what... Yeah, but... So coach, if he did clear house and pick some other guys and them not doing well, do you think we would be on him, say, why you drop Fleming for? Why you drop Low for? Why you drop Blake for? Or would you say it's a breath of fresh air blowing into the dwindling campaign?
Telling people would say both things. If the same results stand, they would say because the night, and then people would say if we get good results, people would still say.
It'd be a ripple effect.
Yes, but wouldn't you feel better knowing said this guy come with a different mindset? Because no, what we're left with, is the same mindset, that the last coach did have. Not change. Nothing has changed, and we still are lose. And another thing, some people will the other caller did call and say, put in Peter Lee Vassell and put in King and all of that stuff. If you start a new campaign right now and we lose three more games that Paul Hall lose, And so it's gonna go down. It's not gonna look like, yes, he's looking towards 2026. But so what do you think? After tomorrow's game, do you call anybody? Well, you know what, coach? We're supposed to start put pressure on. All right, then let me leave you because you don't want no more call. I have one more question, and it is a backward question because I would do it and maybe you would do it, but me know say the organization that we have now go do it. It's like how Canada put system in place. Don't focus on the coach, I know the coach made the team that good. They have administrative competency. Would you fly to Canada and ask them and sit down with them and say, tell me what you did, tell me how you set up your program and see if we can adopt certain things that you have in place. do you think that is a good thing that the organization could do?
Yeah, they could do
But you say they not do it.
it. You never know.
All right. You know what? Let me not depress myself. I maybe go save a life here, sir. Maybe go save a life before the night is done.
All right, sir. Big up yourself, first responder, and enjoy the
Yeah,
rest.
man. We will link you. We will link you tomorrow.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Hold on, what Cataract saying? What's about now?
No, man. Cataract.
I know serious something. A joke thing.
Yeah, I'm not serious something, man. But me know when you have to read before that when did I say still. When the caller talk and I go on.
Okay.
Yeah. But so it's kind of contradicting in a way because you can look at it at both sides, but him asks your opinion, but just if you want to speak on it or not. But it's alleged, all of these is allegedly. So because I wasn't there and I never seen a recording and I never I watched no video or nothing like that. So all of these are allegedly. But
Allegations.
Allegations, either way you want to put it. But yeah, we get what the caller says still. I said it too. You come in as a new coach, a new head man in charge, you need to but it depends what the JFF, remember I said the JFF bring him on as an interim. It's not
Yeah,
them.
but Dre, regardless of what happened, would you take a position and know that if you're clean house, you might be having a depleted team? And would the results go your way or the other way, you're still gonna be bashed for not having a good result, regardless of who you use. I think if he had dropped some people, it probably wouldn't work well for him.
Yeah, and depends what the JFF, what kind of agreement, contractual agreement he have to with the JFF. So it just depends on a few things, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes and what was the arrangement. But being that if I was in his shoes and I'm coming in, I would pick the best what I've seen in training, being with the team during was he at the Gold Cup? No, him come on like World Cup qualifying, right? After the Gold Cup.
Paul Hall was at the Gold Cup, man.
It was at the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
Okay, so being around the team that long, then I would decide who is the best coming over from that team and blend them in with the UK-based players because he was around the team, and we in the media and on YouTube can see that certain players that play right back position is not one of the best players that are even close right now, maybe back then or before. So he shouldn't be in the team. There's also a player who plays on the wing, shouldn't be in there, another Cam. There's players that he should have known that, well, they're not up to the standard that will help and make my team the best out there on the field and play my system as fast as I want it to play and run and be as disciplined as I want them to be playing in my system. Because we see him have a system now, but we see such players who once things like it's breaking down, they just revert, the muscle memory just kick in and then them start them own thing or the old style of player where they revert to, and then it's frustrating for players who are out there and trying to play the new coach system and then see you doing your own thing, and like that's not what we practice, that's not what we were coached to do leading up to the game. Why come out here doing foolishness and turning over the ball and not playing it like how the coach said, or when you don't have the possession, press as how the coach said to press, not carrying out the instructions. So it's frustrating and it's gonna cause a rift. It's gonna cause players to be arguing instead of talking and directing out there. They're arguing because it's like them head does tough and now do what the coach there, now do it some player do or try follow out the instructions of the coach. You have to see the discomfort and everything when you go in a locker room on the bench. it's not right. So yeah, me get what the caller say from that standpoint too.
Yeah, man. We look forward for see some turn in the win
Right.
column.
Yeah.
But it's like you're playing a game of domino and you have been shuffling all night. Once you start lose, still in a brother. Good night, sweet. Because that might just follow you, but we're hoping for a better result. You know what I mean? Some people not giving up, but I'm just being realistic. So let's see how it goes still. Let's see how it go. Hold on, is this a FIFA rating something this?
I thought I said the FIFA game. Yeah, I thought I said that's why I'm gonna ask you if you have FIFA. Somebody send it to you?
Yeah, man. Somebody send a link to me, man.
Oh yeah.
Blake 81, Bobby Reed 74, Johnson 72, Antonio 84, Ravel 72, Burke 68, 62 for Javian, 67 for Stewart, 64 for Greg Lee. I can't find a defender them.
Coach, I tell you, don't put up the people's favorite defender up there because it's not gonna be pretty.
Can't find him.
Don't put him up there.
Me did I try it, man, but we can't find him. Can't find him at all.
But yeah, I play a FIFA too, but me have Dream Team over there. Cause me have James Justin and Mitchell on wing. Then me have Godfrey and
hold on, see your next team up on the screen.
Blake then in the middle of the goal for me still. Antonio Bailey, Demari
But
Gray.
Mario at 25% that beside Mario upon him?
75.
Oh, 75.
Them not have 25 in a game. But I'm surprised those Stewart's are low still, you know. The pedigree might have 67
Probably
is low.
play a lot of games.
You know, see my feel. I Hayden and Lewis Bacon at the middle of my park, that's and DJ at the camp. Then up top, we have the three Gray, Antonio, and Leon Bailey. But that's a dream team.
Yeah, man.
Which
so hopefully
the
this is
front
the
three
starting lineup.
Yeah. Well, this is our predicted starting lineup.
Where's the Claudine? You're not going down Hope Road. No Fabian full, me not blind man. The screen on me I look on, it's small, very small. So that's why I never see it a while ago. If I wanted to see it, I have to do this. And based on the writing, it look like 75 and it look like 25.
Fabian full when you build your team, just send me a screenshot in the DM deck. I want to see what you choose. Same just get FIFA 22 and I'm building Jamaica team, you know. Yeah. But you're manager, you mean?
Hey, you know, years now I don't play FIFA. Jesus, please. Years now, I probably not have a clue of them game to play again. Anyways, people, look like we're gonna put a lid on it right now, you know. We'll be having a watch along tomorrow again. I'll be heading to the stadium as well. So hopefully we can see a result tomorrow, you know. So big up to the people them. Thanks very much for tuning in. Who that message jump in? Hold on. Yeah man, big up to the Jason said FIFA for life. Anybody with a PS5? There's a link up Jason if you get beat up on FIFA. PS5. Yeah man, most of the players not in FIFA, but that's how the thing set. So people, enjoy on the night. And remember to come on to the watch along. Yeah? We're starting around 5:30. Thereabout.
People, remember, check out the channel too. Joy Anywhere Sports. New video out. 2 drop today. Go give it a like and a subscribe. Big up on yourself.
West Star, it's not like, all right, if Paul Hall came in, Joe, let us deliberate on this for 2 minutes. Paul Hall came in, seen, and him decide to throw away 9, 10 players. Or 7 players. Because we did that, some people did that say 7. And them say 9. If he had done that, who would we have used? Remember, so some man have no passport. Remember, so some man never play in a team yet. So you'd rather Paul Hall go in his last 6 games with fresh legs. That's what you're saying, West Star. I understand the whole situation, but we still have to be realistic. Can't just turn over the pot a dumpling, man.
And the options, because some other coach had the team for so long and had little options at the right back position because he was holding out on Javier Brown for so long. Finally, Javier Brown some game, and then we don't have a capable backup.
Exactly. So I understand what West Star is saying, but we still have to be realistic. You know what I mean? But anyways, like we say, that is what is so beautiful about football discussion, you know. We will never agree upon everything. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the thing said. So people remember to check out Dre Anywhere channel. This man breaking news boss, you know. So remember to check him out. Subscribe to him channel, watch, comment, like, and share. All right.
Oh yeah, coach. The video from Okasa Chang is out, and people, I'm not sure who else covered it, but there's some inside story on it. So just go listen to the video.
All right, big up. Ensure so we take it in. So people, until next time, and please remember again that this video was brought to you by Richos Roots Drink, Richos Sorrel Roots. You know what I mean? It gives you your Jamaican experience, and it's for both males and females. All right, big up on yourself. So I'm gonna leave you with a clip from our sponsors, and we are out.
Rich's Roots Drink works for menstrual cramps and pain, migraines, fatigue, stress and tiredness, sinusitis, builds immune defense, bloating, enhances male bedroom prowess, and Rich's Sorrel Roots Drink works against all types of cancers and tumors, memory loss, high cholesterol, insomnia, nervous issues, flu, and many other illnesses. For your Rich's Roots Drink and Rich's Sorrel Roots Drink, contact us now via WhatsApp at 876-528-9534. Rich's Roots Drink and Rich's Sorrel Roots Drink. Rich's, a true Jamaican experience.